Hey guys, how we doing this week? It is time to say goodbye to PrizeFighter. But for the moment, let's just say goodbye to the next game I'm working on, because it's time to just, close. Can't find the close button. There we go. It's gone. The screen's gone black. Oh no. And so the recording you are about to see will be uploaded onto YouTube for posterity, and hopefully you can hear me okay. I've just realised I haven't checked my sound input. Oh, it looks good my end according to the view meters. Anyway, this is the final ever weekly stream of PrizeFighter. It's been going over a year. It's raised a lot of money for charity, but its time has come. Over time, you've moved on. Things have gotten quieter. It is time to retire the game, so this is the last ever stream. So we'll be waving goodbye to it tonight. And if you're watching this and want to say goodbye to it too, I will be popping into the voice channel on Discord in a little bit, so you can say goodbye to the game, give me your thoughts, and just say goodbye and stuff, because it is the last time we'll be airing PrizeFighter. That's it. It's over. This game is being retired. It'll come back, of course, for Com+4, but that's, the convention guys of the game. This is the weekly stream. Speaking of which, isn't it about time we got violent with each other? I haven't checked my settings. Okay, right, traps. We're going to have traps. We'll put lots of traps in, shall we? We'll have traps for the first part of this stream. We're going to do that. Alright, I've got them on. And yeah, that'll do. Okay, so let's do it. Let's get into the arena. Hello and welcome to the stream. I've seen Fugue, I've seen Demented Catch Up, I see Samua's watching, I see Lord Morbius. Hello and welcome to the final week. First out is Lord Morbius versus Samua, actually. Okay, I'll be joining the voice chat soon, don't panic. So, Lord Morbius versus Samua. I'm saying goodbye with Jin, by the way, so expect the commentary to go downhill. So Samua gets the invisible servant up. Both of these characters are archers, so we're seeing a very standoff fight here. The invisible servant has gone down. Oh, Samua just took a big hit, and that is victory to broadcast for Lord Morbius in his opening bout. Already one on the board for Lord Morbius then. And now, of course, we go to our first big fight of the night. 300 denarii is the prize. Tarantillo leading them out for Heebie-Jeebie. I saw Heebie-Jeebie in the chat as well, actually. So, hello, Heebie-Jeebie. Good to see you again this week. Cobra coming out for the bots. Valeriana for Samua. And a Valeria for Fuke, also with a bow. There's my rookie gladiator Vita taking on Otha. I've had a change around this week. I've got rid of a gripper for the time being. I thought I'd put in one of my other sort of mid-tier gladiators. See how he does. See if he can beat a gripper. Meanwhile, though, things are heating up in the kill box as we look at Vita running away from that kill box right now. Oh, Jennifer Aniston has joined us in the arena. She's over by Monsters Gate at the moment. There's Rush D with a big oversized halberd. There we go, Jennifer Aniston in triplicate. Only PrizeFighter gives you that much Jennifer Aniston at once. Here we go. She's arrived in the middle of the arena and is taking on Corribillo at the moment. Oh, one of the Jennifer Aniston's caught on the spear trap. And she has gone down. Looks like Vita has just gone onto the spear trap as well. That's one of my gladiators. Corribillo being dealt with by Valeria has just gone down. So we've got Rushdie, Bralcast and Valeria. Demented Ketchup, Lord Morbius and Fuke. Fuke's Gladiator though, Valeria has quit the fight. She couldn't take any more. Corribillo trying to get back up. Oh, we've got another win with Bralcast again for Lord Morbius. So a double win there for Lord Morbius so far. Deciding to go out this week in absolute style. So the next batch of gladiators, of course, some will still be healthy enough and will continue to fight as normal. This time the prize 600 denarii. Laurentinas coming in for me with that big magical halberd. Standing next to Mikana for Heebie-Jeebie. Rushdie in the middle in the kill box. Is the victory salute from Bralcast, which means this bout is about to begin. Glorcia is in for Demented Ketchup, Blandus for Lord Morbius. Valeria staying on from the last fight, takes a swig of haste and goes into Guardianus. Glorcia there for Demented Ketchup, trying to take on Blandus for Lord Morbius, has been winning everything so far tonight. Here is Laurentinas in the middle with that big halberd, taking on somebody else with a big pink halberd. Rushdie, oh, my guy's gone down. Rushdie is being chased by one of Heebie-Jeebie's gladiators. Glorcia very close to the pit trap. Holding on though, Septimus for Fuke, the one shooting Glorcia. And Glorcia goes down. Rushdie also goes down. Both Demented Ketchup's gladiators wiped out in quick succession. We have Wyverns in the arena. And they, of course, will be unleashing their poison clouds momentarily. There it is. My guy caught immediately, as is Fuchs, Septimus. Wyverns also fighting each other. Gordianus for the bots is still going though. It looks like he's hitting Laurentinas. That's not good. Laurentinas was stunned at the time, has to go for a heal. Why did I stop fielding Laurentinas? He's pretty good. Hello Ronassa, welcome back to the stream. Get your gladiator in, type exclamation mark join in chat and your gladiators will appear in the arena as indeed they should. So the Wyvern at the moment taking on an invisible servant. It seems to be the only Wyvern we've got left. Septimus taking a quick stamina potion there. Looks like he's quite low on health. Laurentinas is still going. Glorcia goes down for Demented Ketchup. Wyvern look like they met. They might be too much for the gladiators. No, the Wyverns are down. It's all good. We've got it covered. So, Laurentinas versus Septimus, the final two. Invisible servant there helping out Laurentinas. Can Fuchs Gladiator hold on? It looking like the answer might be no. The onslaught there from Laurentinas proving too much for him and he quits the fight. Septimus gives up. Laurentinas claiming the win for myself. So, and now chasing Lord Morbius on the win board, and there we go, Ronassa's Gladiator has entered the arena. Wano coming in on horseback, just a level 1 horse, but Demented Ketchup now with 3 gladiators in this fight. This is Venia representing Ronassa. Laurentinas taking that victory salute. Now the 900 denarii prize fight then. Here it comes. The cleaners hurriedly trying to do their job. Wano taking a haste potion. Rushdie killing one of, I think it was Fuchs Gladiator in the back. Totally 100% sure on that one. There is Benia for Ronassa, chasing after Glorcia at the moment. Looks like Benia is a little bit behind on equipment by comparison, gets surrounded by Demented Ketchup and duly killed. So we have 3 Demented Ketchup gladiators left and nobody else. So, oh, and a horde of orc berserkers have entered the arena. Demented Ketchup, can he take on all these orcs by himself with just his own gladiators? And it's looking like he might well do it. Glorcia, though, seems to be dithering around in the arena rather than attacking with that bow, leaving it all to Rushdie and whoever the other one is. Fuano, there we go. Fuano taking on one of the Berserkers. Down they go. There's still a couple more. Where are they hiding? I cannot see them. They're not entered the arena yet. We may have a little glitch here. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to recenter everyone into the middle of the arena. Boom. There we go. Those are the orcs. Don't know where they were. They were somewhere off out. Oh, two Demented Ketchup getting caught in the spear trap twice. He's hating me now for resetting the arena because one of his has gone down. Glorcia goes down as well. Just Fuano left against the last Berserker. But Fuano has done the deed. Victory to Demented Ketchup. And there we go. The rose petals signifying that this is the end of this particular sequence. So let's go take a look and do the thing I should have done a little earlier, which is make sure the league table is working. Yep, there we go. 2 wins for Lord Morbius, 1 for Demented Ketchup, 1 for myself. Heebie-Jeebie, Fugue, Renassa and Simuha also in tonight. Now, let us go over to the other big arena we have. Do some chariot racing. Now, Renassa, I know you've not been on the stream whilst we've had chariot racing before, so let me just quickly explain. On the website, in the Ludus, you can buy charioteers. They're 100 denarii, so hopefully you should have enough left over from your previous efforts. You will also find on the equipment tab Maximus's stables, where you can buy some basic charioteer gear. And of course, as ever, the half denarii emporium may well have something. Just going to have a quick look myself. Doesn't look like we've got anything particularly charioteery right now though. Okay, so that's how you get some charioteers. You're going to have a maximum of 6. And let's see how it goes. Heebie-Jeebie's fielding 6, so am I. Fuke is as well. Lord Morbius has 3 in the arena, and Demented Ketchup has the 1 in this race. So let's start the race, and we'll see how we go. Leading off the line is Atius, being challenged straight away by Quintinus, so it's Heebie-Jeebie versus myself at the front. I've got a charioteer in 3rd, Heebie-Jeebie has one in 4th. Meanwhile, Demented Ketchup's charioteer has collapsed at the back of the pack. But right up the front, oh, Heebie-Jeebie goes down. So it's my guy taking up the lead. It's Salikar. My glass cannon, need the web address, says Renassa. You type !website in the chat, it will give you the web address. It's pretty easy as well. It is literally myname.com. So Salikar currently leading the race for my guy. Fuke, though, on the rampage, goes up into 2nd position. So Fuke is chasing hard. Can Salikar keep the pace up? Especially as we get into the ever so dangerous back markers. That is when the leaders tend to fall over. Oh, Febramara has retaken 2nd position from Lucianus. So my guy is in 2nd, being chased by Fuke, but Fuke gets the better drive out of the corner and is going up the inside as we head towards the deep end. And Lucianus is back in front in 2nd. Nonus running in 4th. Just website works, not web address, just ! Website, but I've already done it for you, the link should be there. Lucianus, though, now in 2nd position. Who've we got in 3rd? This is Lord Morbius actually running in 5th place, passing one of his stricken horses. He also has somebody in 7th chasing Heebie-Jeebie. Heebie-Jeebie's only remaining charioteer currently in 6th position. So we look at one of Lord Morbius's loose horses. Febramara is currently in 3rd place, holding off Nonus, who is running in 4th for Fuke. But this is our race leader, Salikar. We've gone well past the halfway point now. Lucianus is chasing. Salikar has almost an entire straight lead at the moment over 2nd place Fuke. Actually, Salikar slowed up. He just changed lane because there was a chariot in, stricken chariot on the track. Just wondering, is Salikar's pace actually that good at the moment? It's looking a little bit iffy, slowing up a lot. Seems to be alright once he gets going. 2 laps remain. And how is that gap looking now? Well, it's coming up to lap 6th position. Asbag for Lord Morbius takes Asbag out with one swift move, just drives through him. where is second position as we come on to the last lap now. Looks like Salikar's lead is still pretty comfortable, to be honest. That is still half a circuit in front of second position. So Salikar coming home into an easy race. That's just me, though. So it's going to be Salikar for the win then, coming into the car. Oh, there's a chance Nonus is going to be taken out on the line. Bit of argy-bargy, but Salikar taking it. Nonus coming home then in 5th position. Here is our second place charioteer, Lucianus, killing a horse on the way back in. Third place, Vebromara for myself. Liviana currently running in 4th for Lord Morbius. Gonna go 4th position. And who else have we still got out there? So Cecilia came in 5th for Fugue. Nonus was classified 6th in the end. Asbag still running, but he's actually literally running on foot. So that's going to time out. He will still be classified as a finisher in 7th, but I don't think he's going to get the XP for the last lap. We can see him on foot there, running back, trying to clock up the lap before the results get classified, which haven't happened just yet. I think it's about to time out though. There we go, it's timed out. So let's get back to the action then. So I'm just going to quickly check if I've got anyone. Yes, Vita has leveled up. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to level up my gladiator very quickly. 500 XP to spend. She needs everything. Attack speed. It's the only thing that will generate enough XP in the remaining time for her to do anything remotely useful. Maybe I shouldn't field her. Maybe I should put a gripper back in. It is the last ever session. I'm going to do that. I'll leave her on the sidelines for now. Okay, let's get back into the Colosseum then. Told me Drusa wasn't a threat. No, Drusa is a lethal charioteer. If she gets the break, if she gets clear of the pack, then she'll often win. Okay, let's get into the normal arena sequence then. So, if you want to say a few words to say goodbye to PrizeFighter, now is pretty much your time. I'm going to be doing it, basically, in a few minutes' time. Probably during the next chariot race after it settles down. Right at the moment though, Faustina versus Floriana, Cube taking on Chav Hunter in a ladder battle. This is for 3rd position in the ladder. Remember, the ladder positions tonight will remain for all time. And Fugue has put Chav Hunter down, taking 3rd position in the ladder. Chav Hunter, where are you now? Nonus and Lucianus are the true threats, says Fugue. Yeah, Nonus is a bit tougher than Drusa, isn't he, in the chariot racing? Okay, coming into our first big fight then in the Colosseum. First big fight in this sequence. Here we go then. So, well now Chav Hunter of course has been brought in by that ladder fight. So we're seeing Floriana at the moment in the arena. Chav Hunter's gladiators always a danger. Meanwhile, there's Alba for Renassa has just gone down. Valeria for Fugue currently taking on Glaucia for Demented Ketchup. Bible streaking across the arena, and we have a pair of tigers in the arena, and it looks like they're attacking each other. No, Chav Hunter hasn't done the join tonight. I don't think he's watching. I'm not 100% sure on that. But his gladiator's only in because he got brought in by the ladder fight. So I don't think he's here tonight. Okay, will it be good if he does turn up? Maybe he'll make it later. We shall see. Valeria taking on Lord Morbius. Faustina goes down for Fugue, but Valeria, also goes down for Fugue. Bralcast there, the winner for Lord Morbius. Hibiji, meanwhile, taking on Litume. And Litume is the winner. Litume is one of my gladiators, currently taking on Bralcast for Lord Morbius. Plus a Mesmerize, which in that situation was fairly rubbish. So your goal is to get Faustina into the top 25 tonight. Faustina's a Colosseum gladiator, yeah. Yes, in fact she was in this fight, wasn't she? Well, good luck with that. Depending on how we do, there's a chance we'll run a little longer tonight. It just depends how much fun we're having. So, Valeriana and Litume. Oh, I think Lord Morbius is still in as well, which I didn't twig at first. Sorry about that, Lord Morbius. You have just died, though, and it looks like Hubie has taken this one. Valerianus with the win. 3 more wins, eh, for you to get into the top 25. We will see, Fuke. Okay, coming into the second fight then. 600 denarii the prize. Makana coming in for Hugh Laurentina's coming in for myself. Oh, I'm sorry for you. It's time for it to end. Lord Morbius and Valeria. So, Fuke and Lord Morbius again seem to be having quite a lot of battles with each other tonight. Laurentina's momentarily flattened on his face there, eating sand from the Earth Shadow, but gets back up. And then is duly killed, I believe. Tume, though, fights on for me. Wano getting in the mix there for Demented Ketchup, casting and mesmerised. There's Renassa's Gladiator quits the fight, so morale an issue there. And we have a swarm of poison Memphits. Oh, that is a lot of Memphits. Makana, Fuano, and one of Fuke somewhere. Valeria, the only player gladiators left. We are surrounded by Memphits. It looks like one of Heebie-Jeebies has gotten back up as well. Makana has recovered. Apparently, it's right in the middle of it. There's so much poison clouds in the air, it's hard to see what's going on. It's beginning to clear, though. Valeria, I suspect, getting quite a lot of kills with that bow because she was able to stand outside of all of the clouds of poison. Hello, Simuha. Welcome to the chat. Hope you have fun tonight. So, Faustina. Faustina for Fuke getting the kill there against Heebie-Jeebie. Makana going down. But wait, we're still fighting. I think 2 of Fuke's. Yes, it's Faustina and Valeria. It's Valeria who gets the win. I think that will have upset Fuke a little bit. He wants 3 wins on Faustina tonight to get into the top 25. But Faustina defeated by one of Fuke's own gladiators. Alright, 900 denarii is the next prize fight. Carantillo leading us in for Heebie-Jeebie. Renassa is fielding Dimoluk. He's a brand new rookie gladiator. There we are, the victory salute for Valeria. Okay, so we have a loose horse in the arena. Carantillo still riding his. Another 2 horse as well. Railcast for Lord Morbius. Ever present, ever dangerous, usually alive near the end. It's Lightning Memphis this time. There will be a few surprise casualties from those death sparks. Oh, there's one who just went down. Oh, it was Laurentina's for me. Carantillo fighting Blandus, Morbius. Oh, another Lightning Memphit dies, striking several gladiators. Rush D went down for Demented Ketchup, possibly as well. Valeriana for Simuha. Wano kills Renassa's gladiator. Railcast shooting into this big melee. Blandus getting in amongst it, taking on Carantillo. Carantillo looking pretty good at the moment, I have to say, on the health. Although I think he just took a bit of a hit. No potions at the moment, and this could be the end of Carantillo. Down he goes. Blandus and Bralcast then. Oh, who's this getting up? That is Carantillo getting back up, going for a potion. Looked like a health potion to me. Stamina still a little bit of an issue on Carantillo. And he looks like he's recovered now. Chasing after Bralcast. Bralcast in trouble here. I think this could be the end of Lord Morbius in this particular bout. Down he goes. Victory for Heebie-Jeebie. And there we go. The rose petals signifying this is the end of the sequence. So back to the Circus Maximus. I'm afraid this gin has gone straight through me, so I'm going to have to disappear very briefly and pick it back up. But I'll commentate the start of the race, and then I have to take a brief AFK. Okay, we are off. Lord Morbius right at the front, starting alongside Selenia, the Heebie-Jeebie. We have 3 Renassa gladiators in there as well. See how well, sorry, 4 Renassa charioteers. See how well they do. As the chariot sears the deep end come out of the first corner down the main straight is Fugue, who is leading. Which charioteer is that? Salikar on the move around the outside of Liviana, but Salikar goes down. We are not going to see a back-to-back wins from Salikar. Absolute carnage as the midfield rounds the shallow end. There is Liviana for Lord Morbius chasing Aquilina for 4th position. And it's Lucianus who leads for Fugue, getting a little bit sideways out of the corner. It's a Fugue 1, 2, 3 at the moment. He must be looking or feeling pretty confident with the 1, 2, 3 in the race order. Lord Morbius currently running in 4th, Heebie-Jeebie in 5th. Then we've got another Lord Morbius. Well, actually, that's just a huge battle. None of my charioteers anywhere to be seen. They have been obliterated. And with that, I'm going to pop to the bathroom, but I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Sorry, I have to do it in a way to normal. Well, I've come back just in time to see that one has gone to Fugue with Luciana. Shapitbal is in 2nd. Lord Morbius will be home in 3rd. There is Liviana coming home 3rd now. Asbag in 4th. And Nona's 5th. And Severina a few laps down, and I believe I saw her running on foot for Ronassa 71. Just wait for those results to be classified. At the moment, Severina coming home back down the main straight, trying to complete that lap before it times out. I don't think she's much hope, to be honest. Yep. Come on, Severina, we're waiting on you. But I think the results will just go to classify. Oh, you never know. She's making it the last corner. Can she round it before it times out? If she does, she'll get the XP. She does! Severina classified in 6th position then for Ronassa. You may well find that Charioteer has levelled up. Speaking of which, I want to check my own. Vebramara has levelled up. Okay. Let's make Vebramara even quicker then. So, 500 XP, I think. The very top horses available. That will do. Okay, we are going to go back to the Colosseum. And I am now going to enter the Discord chat. So, if you're in there with a microphone and a set of headphones, now is your time. And so, of course, I actually have to press the button as well.
Look.
Oh, hello, Duke. You're here. You're being broadcast.
Okay. I'm here.
You're here and you're being broadcast. So, we've got Ronassa coming into the arena for a ladder battle. Now, Ronassa is 20th, so we're going to see a few names as he tries to climb up the ladder we haven't seen for a while. So this is H Sniper Rifle in 19th in the ladder, and Ronassa will be trying to get ahead of H Sniper Rifle, and it looks like the answer might be no. Goes for a potion for a second shot at it, doesn't manage to drink it though. Carantodia putting Ronassa's Gladiator down, and Ronassa will stay 20th in the ladder for the time being. So, Duke, this is your chance to shine. Actually, you know what? I need to make it so Discord can hear me, because otherwise you're going to get terrible latency. I think Lord Morbius is in the Discord as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be quiet for a moment. I'm going to let you guys speak, and I'm going to try and sort it out so that Discord can also broadcast my voice. So go ahead, guys.
Hello, hello.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get Discord to actually pick up the voice, but hello, Lord Morbius. Right, I'm going to have to refresh Discord. Sorry, I have to cut you off for a second while I just sort that out. Back in, there we go. If I use a different mic channel, there we go. So now you'll probably get terrible echo, so you probably want to mute PrizeFighter and have your Discord audio so you get, you know, time and everything. Anyway, hi guys, I hope you're doing well. We're currently looking at Carantillo fighting Septimus. So, Lord Morbius, PrizeFighter. This is it. This is the end.
It was a good run, too.
Was indeed. I mean, I will miss it. I will miss these Thursday nights. In a way. On one hand, like, okay, I get more time to develop. Ooh, cool, I can do more things. We just saw Heebie-Jeebie falling into the pit trap there. As this fight begins to thin out a little bit. H Sniper Rifle still in from that ladder battle earlier, fighting Martalos. Tume, though, has got a few things to say about that. And Fugue is fighting against Heebie-Jeebie, and we have some skeletons in the arena to boot. So, I mean, you've been here, Fugue, since the... Sorry, Fugue, Lord Morbius is who I meant to ask this one to. You've been here, Lord Morbius, since the very first episode, and you've been pretty loyal. Oh, it makes my heart pound. So, like, I mean, what brought you to... What kept you? Was it just my amazing magnetic charisma? Oh, we got Ronnie in the voice as well.
Yes.
What kept me? We're friends. Friends don't let friends down.
Aww.
That too.
Besides, this is all for a good cause.
It is indeed. Of course, I
Hello.
haven't mentioned that so far this stream, but PrizeFighter, of course, is all about raising money for charity. Began as the prize giving tool for the Complus charity convention, and everything we do here, every time you make a microtransaction in this game, of course, every single penny goes directly to the charity.
How is a skeleton still alive?
On a technicality, I don't think that statement is correct.
Can you guys hear me now?
We can indeed. Hello, Ronnie.
Hi, how you doing?
Lonnie.
So Karen Tillo wins this fight for Heebie-Jeebie.
Karen Hill is a name that wins quite a bit of fights.
Yeah, I mean, when Heebie-Jeebie was in dominant form and was winning week in, week out for about 6 or 7 weeks running, he did that. Karen Tillo was, I think, his #2 gladiator at that point in time. So he is a very strong gladiator.
I feel bad that I've missed so many of these.
And you should do too.
Thank you just for making me feel.
Well, there is...
No, I was really sad when...
Carry on.
Genuinely sad when you said this was going to be the last.
Yeah, I mean, I felt it was time. It's been going over a year. It's had some amazing streams where we've had big earth shatter there, but a lot of people down, though most of them managing to recover. But we've had some amazing streams with 15+ people watching at the same time and taking part, and it's been great. But it got to the point I was hoping the new expansion would bring some of the old players back that have just dropped off over time, but it didn't do that. They didn't turn up. In fact, even some of the active players, I'm looking at you, Simuha, still haven't made a charioteer, preferring just to play the gladiator part of the game. So I decided, well, look, if people aren't going to come back, the viewership is steadily declining, why don't I end it while I still have some people watching and taking part and being a part of this game, rather than just waiting for it to completely fizzle out and it's just me talking to myself.
I would still be here.
Oh, thank you.
It's my understanding that this isn't the end of PrizeFighter. It's only the end of the weekly Thursday events. It's still coming back in November for Con Plus, isn't it?
It is indeed. Like, it started off just as a tool for giving prizes away. I mean, if you remember, I'm sure you do, Con Plus 1, where we used a 5-sided dice in a dice tower. And then Con Plus 2, we had the prototype of this game. Completely different code base, actually written in a completely different language. But it...
I think Samoa just won.
That's Demented Ketchup. That was Wano, I believe. I might have to check the chat log. Sorry, I wasn't watching the screen. But yeah, we had the prototype of this, which was knocked up really in a couple of weekends, and then Con Plus 3. This was about, in its Con Plus 3, guys, it was about 6 weeks worth of work to get this up. And of course, it's evolved a lot since then over time. Plenty of features you haven't seen before.
I think there's people that miss Tony the Tiger.
I can understand that. I would like to bring it back. There's also the next thing I actually had on my list, and you never know, it might make it for Con Plus 4. But I have a model ready to go of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. But I didn't just...
A T-Rex?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
I didn't just want to put a new monster in, though, without a new game mechanic for it to exploit. So I hadn't been struck with the idea of what that game mechanic would be yet. What would the T-Rex do that was new? So...
When it does the whole roar thing, it just knocks everyone over that's in its path.
Maybe, but we've got similar things like that already with Earth Shatter and stuff. Maybe it could, I don't know, do the whole bite and chew and throw people across the arena. Maybe it'd be an insta-kill. I don't know. There's ideas, but...
It's a pity.
Carry on?
No, I was just going to say, it would be great. You'd never get away with it, but it'd be great if you got the roar from Jurassic Park.
They might have a few things to
You'd never
say.
get away with it. Yes.
Just sample a tiger and slow it down or something.
Bit.
A T-Rex could spin around and lash with his tail, sending people flying like golf balls.
Yeah, but the dragon technically does that, and you never even notice it really, because because it's just everyone sort of piling on top of it. But it has a tail attack. That was victory 2. I'm trying to identify it. I believe that's Glossia for Demented Ketchup, if I recall correctly. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, that is the ticker tape. So
Is that also why we never saw the woolly mammoth?
the giraffe, you mean the woolly mammoth?
Yeah, woolly mammoth.
I mean, you know the story of that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. For the benefit of those who don't know it, the woolly mammoth is from a completely different game I wrote a decade or so ago, possibly not quite that long, but I was writing an MMO and I made a mistake coding the shader. So in this game, everything had fur, and the giraffe, I made such a mistake on the shader that it had really, really long fur. And I kind of put a screenshot up on it for the community, and they kind of demanded I put it into the game. Because it was ridiculously wrong. Anyway, we're at the Circus Maximus, and Quintinus is leading. Fuke is challenging in second place. I think I see Nonus Andrewson near the front. We've got Shapit Baldo currently side by side with Quintinus. Who's this coming up the inside? That is Salikar. Salikar trying to take the lead. Comes out the first corner in second position, trailing behind Quintinus. It's myself in a 1-2, Fuke in 3-4, Demented Ketchup currently in 5th position, challenging as well. According to it's just going through into 3rd at the moment. Big fight there for 3rd position.
Ooh.
What did I miss? That Fuke was just oohing over. Salikar then currently leading, Quintinus in 2nd, Demented Ketchup running in 3rd. We look at Salikar with 6 laps to go. So what do we make of the Circus Maximus, guys, now that you've seen it for a few weeks?
I think it's great. I think it's a great addition. And I think the people who see it for Con Plus 4 are going to love it as well.
Is it going to make it to Con Plus 4?
Absolutely.
Good question.
Absolutely. It won't be all mixed in like this. We'll do some time in the arena, then maybe some time in the arena with traps, then maybe we'll break out the chariot racing, and then, I don't know, something along those kind of lines. There'll be segments of the show with different bits going on to keep it fresh and interesting for those who tune in for a long time. One of mine has just gone down. That was Quintinus, who was running 2nd. That promotes Demented Ketchup into 2nd position now. But it is Salikar leading, and we've seen before, Salikar is incredibly quick. Can anyone chase him down? He is the charioteer to beat at the moment. And there we go, Salikar leading in 1st place with 3 laps to go.
Well, you're not getting a challenge from me this time around. All but one of my charioteers doesn't have a charioteer.
Well, Nonus at the moment has moved up into 2nd position for Fuke, having overtaken Demented Ketchup's charioteer. Titiana has in fact just collapsed. Liviana for Lord Morbius overtaking there as Demented Ketchup's chariot collapses, and that is DK reduced to concluding this race on foot with Titiana. And now a lap down to Salikar with 2 laps still to go. And Salikar is looking pretty comfortable for another dominant win. G-Fresh, welcome back to PrizeFighter. Haven't seen you in quite a long time. Hope you're doing good indeed. And you need to get yourself some charioteers. But we'll be going back to the Colosseum after this race. Salikar has 1 straight left to go. Coming now out of the deep end, on his way back down the back straight. Really, nobody there to challenge Salikar at all. Almost a complete lap ahead. Such is the dominance of Salikar, killing one of my own chariots right on the finish line as well. Salikar Barker wins the race. There is Nonus over at the deep end now. on his way back down the main straight. This is the battle for second position, but Nonus looks like he has this one covered. Lord Morbius is Liviana running in third. Zesmir has already been classified as a finisher. Nonus taking second place. So Severina for Renassa coming home, being classified sixth. I think some people who collapsed their chariots didn't make it in between. Oh, excuse me.
She's got incredible stamina, Severina. That's the second race. She doesn't care. She's going to waltz. She doesn't even care if she loses her chariot. She's just going to keep on trucking.
I think it's time.
Hey, everyone.
It's hard to keep on trucking when you get run over.
I think I just heard a demented ketchup. Hello, welcome to the chat.
Hello.
I don't think we've ever.
James Miller, don't forget James Miller. I'm here too.
Oh, you're there as well, James.
And
Hello,
Samuha as
Samuha.
well.
It's James Miller.
Are you taking this as an opportunity?
I hope that didn't come across too loud or anything.
James is not actually usually that loud. I've always considered him a very shy person, sort of very quiet and sort of reserved. We have Fuano for Demented Ketchup taking on Heebie-Jeebie here in the Ultima Ludi. They're just getting set up to begin their challenge. So, Fuano getting straight off the horse to give himself an extra attack there. Heebie-Jeebie overwhelmed. And, I think we've got somebody else has just joined us in the Discord chat. I heard the chime. It's Heebie-Jeebie has joined us.
Yeah, I thought I'd join in.
That's Luke. Hey, Luke.
Don't sound overexcited, will you,
It's James
Heebie-Jeebie?
Miller.
Hey,
Do you
how
guys-
are we doing?
Do you guys all know each other in person or something?
No, I'm just a creep.
Who's James Miller?
Sat there at the one of somebody just got absolutely crushed by the steel board. I think it was one of mine. No, I think James is basically he sits there during the session. This is why he doesn't type in chat. He's actually tracing us all and finding out our real names. No, we have worked together. That's what it is. We all basically worked for a big ad agency for time together. Speaking of former work colleagues, there's another one who's just dropped into the Discord chat there. Hello, Holy Basil. Welcome to PrizeFighter. You've joined during one of the special event segments. This is Ultima Ludi, but because we are saying goodbye to PrizeFighter tonight, I thought it'd be fun to basically get everyone in the chat, and so I've lost control of the commentary. So
Come on, Faustina! You're
yeah.
down.
You taking me on? Oh, we both died.
Oh. Okay. There's a horse, I think, in the arena at the moment.
Well, this means it's
That got
basically-
stuck on the spikes. Spear traps.
This isn't meant to
Okay.
happen, but the game has handled it. Lord Morbius and H Sniper Rifle come out to take each other on. But yes, our arena challenge was duly ended by a metal ball falling out of the sky and splatting us both. Lord Morbius then versus H Sniper Rifle.
Extremely large marble.
Just follow the bouncing ball.
So if you want to get
It's
yourself
better
a
than being
gladiator
under it.
in the arena, Holy Basil, type !join and you will get a gladiator / charioteer, whatever, in the battle, and we'll take it from there. But yeah, get yourself in. !join in the chat, and that will get you in the game. There you go. So we have a brand new player for the last ever stream of PrizeFighter. Holy Basil is somebody I used to work with many years ago.
Holy Basil should get a charioteer while they can.
Right now, it's Samuha taking on Lord Morbius, Martina and Valeriana. Samuha outnumbering Lord Morbius, but Bralcast getting back up for our longest continuous ludus, basically, of PrizeFighter, Lord Morbius. Right now, Valeriana running away there from. I thought you were about to get in trouble there, Lord Morbius, but Mr. It's James Miller has just run away from you. How's the sushi, guys?
Yeah, it's great, thanks.
So
Digesting well.
is it sushi every week? Sushi plus PrizeFighter that you guys do every week?
Every single week. Yeah, we're gonna be missing a huge part of our life, not having to watch your stream. Don't know what we're gonna do instead.
Yeah, we're going to be just unmoored from now on. Just drifting in the stream of life without PrizeFighter on Thursdays.
So you're just gonna sort of like sit
You're
there
never
in
going to be able to eat
silence.
sushi again.
Yeah, just sit. Well, I'm picturing it. They'll be sat there in silence, eating their sushi, wondering what's wrong.
I'm already beginning to sway back and forth. I can feel it taking me over.
The sad sushi.
Why haven't you made a charioteer yet, James?
No. How do I do that?
Oh my god! Right, just go onto the website, buy a charioteer. Like, it's that simple.
Holy shit, genius.
Okay.
I was just like, why isn't it pulling in my gladiators? I'm always like, oh fuck it, I'm sure he'll do it one day.
No, you've had like a month and like never once asked that in chat. Come on.
I was like, there must be something going on here. Why isn't it pulling in my gladiators? It's doing it with all the other fights.
Holy Basil asked what happened
That-
to the dragon. It's the last fight of the night, but every now and then it will turn up in the arena beforehand, like some point earlier, and just usually kills everyone. Unless there's traps out. When there's traps in the arena, we have a chance. Right now, are we still doing Ultima Nudai, by the way? I've kind of lost track.
I think Samura just won it.
Well, that's Chav Hunter's Gladiator. I just saw Floriana, which is one of Chav Hunter's Gladiator, sprinting out the arena. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy chatting.
Did
Well,
we
there
even
go.
do that? I didn't even see my guys in there at all.
I think they were. But, I don't know. There are corpses.
Need to pay more attention.
I think this is why PrizeFighter lost its audience. You know, I wasn't paying attention to those on screen. Terrible commentary. Okay, let's get into the normal arena sequence then and see how Holy Basil does in the arena. First up though, we have a ladder battle. It's Heebie-Jeebie versus myself. This is for the top of the ladder. Bear in mind, whoever finishes top of the ladder tonight will keep it forever. It's me versus you, Luke, Carantillo and Agrippa. And oh no, Agrippa hasn't got my killer strategy for ladder fights.
I thought you had this because you were going to get off the horse and then...
No! Oh my god! You see, I get so
I think
distracted.
you got the point there.
I get so distracted with making games and, you know, doing the stream. I really am rubbish at managing my gladiators, and due to my complete inadequacy at that, Heebie-Jeebie is now top of the all-time ladder standings. This cannot continue. We must do enough ladder fights for me to come back round and have another crack at him. Meanwhile, Holy Basil is in the arena for the first time. Trying to see his gladiator. I saw him a moment ago entering. If you want to get in on the chat, by the way, Holy Basil, type !Discord in the chat. Come join the Discord, and we are all in the audio on there. If you don't, that's fine. Sophoniba appears to be your gladiator, and has just been summarily killed in short order by Heebie-Jeebies. Valerianus was the one that put you down. Meanwhile, we have Orc Berserkers in the arena, just a couple though. So there should be a few more around somewhere. Huge bundle of gladiators by Monsters Gate. Lariana's going for a berserker potion there. Oh, we have the Orc
Septimus
Druids.
is kept. Oh.
So we could be... I think what's happening here is the Orc Druids are so busy fighting they've not actually summoned the forest. They've not had the chance. Because Lord Sevcha Damuha there is too busy casting Magic Missile to summon the forest. So, which is kind of a shame. I always like to see a bit of forest appear at least once in a stream because it just looks so contrasting having everything green and covered in trees. But the druids are down, I think.
Doesn't the devil also change the landscape?
He does indeed. Well, Pluto, technically, is the Roman god of the underworld, is Pluto. Oh, we are getting a forest. Butflea managed to summon some. He didn't get very far, though, before he got interrupted. So we have a small patch of grass. It's gone for an Earth Shadow, though, and several gladiators have just gone down. Butflea, though, is quite wounded. And he is casting Magic Missile and fighting an Invisible Servant, so I don't think we're going to see the forest. Come on, Forest. I'm cheering for the monster. I shouldn't be doing this. Especially as he's fighting my guy at the moment.
Hey, I cheered for Amma. How is that any different?
I don't know if it is. I want to see the forest at least once this stream. Come on, Butflea. At the moment...
I miss Emma, Fugue.
I just heard somebody else coming into the Discord, or somebody leaving. Oh, I think we lost him.
I think we lost.
Oh, he's come back.
He's back again.
Okay, here is Venia for Ranasa. So after this, I'm going to have to give Holy Basil the crash course in how to play PrizeFighter. Because there is more
Cheats
to it
equal
than just
enabled. God mode equals on.
Your cheats have never worked.
Yes, I know. I suck at cheating.
The first time I put that auto message in that detected you typing your cheat codes, what did you feel, Lord Morbius?
I thought you were being a smart aleck.
So you didn't for one moment think, oh, have I just been banned?
No, I didn't.
Aw, what a shame.
Because I knew up front my cheat codes never worked.
There is Sophoniba for Holy Basil. He's just been killed. Hold on for a little while. But I think we're surrounded by multiple people. Septimus for Fuke has just stepped on the saw trap. Laurentinus, meanwhile, is fighting multiple people at once. We have more orcs. We're getting a lot of orcs tonight. This is the third time they've been in the arena. Honestly, there is more variety in this game than we are seeing. So, Browcast for Lord Morbius. Well, oh, carry on.
We've had Memphis, both fire and poison, skeletons, and orcs, and Amazons. That is quite a variety right there.
And hydras, and ankegs, and so forth.
Oh, there's plenty more. They're just hiding tonight because the orcs want to come out repeatedly.
I think the orcs have been eating the scorpions.
Right now, though, I'm a little bit worried we won't be seeing an orc win.
Why do they want to eat the scorpions?
I'm
They're
sorry,
a perfectly good band.
I mean, oh, music. Oh dear, oh dear. I suppose I should have known. If I open it up to audience, we're going to get dad jokes.
No. You opened it up to me.
We have two orc berserkers.
Which is arguably worse.
Oh,
Thank you.
Fuano for Demented Ketchup, the last hope of the players, and he's done it. Fuano is victorious. Demented Ketchup claiming the win. In true sports commentary style, how do you feel about your recent win there, Demented Ketchup? No feelings.
I feel fantastic. Thank you for asking.
Bit of lag. Okay, we are going. I think this might be the
Ranged
third time.
condiments for the win.
Oh yes, the ranged condiment. I forgot all about that. It hasn't been said for a while.
I know it's none of my business, but how'd you come up with the name Demented Ketchup, if I can ask?
The world must never know.
I have no idea. It just kind of like it was the first thing that came into my head. So make it that way you will.
So, assuming this is the 900 Denarii fight right now, we have the biggest prize in the Colosseum being fought for. Actually, that's not really true at all. But anyway, huge bundle in the kill box at the moment. Everyone is on top of each other. Lord Morbius has a couple left. Renassa is still going strong in this one. Glorcia for Demented Ketchup is there. Fuke is still going as well, or he was. I think he's just been put down by an Earth Shatter. Gets back up though. Valerianus for Heebie-Jeebie. Killed by the spear trap. And so Simuha, Demented Ketchup, and Fuke. Jinxed you. Oh,
you jinxed me. I was doing really well there until you said it.
It's the commentator's curse. You just have to live with it. So,
but clearly not. She died.
Everyone's running over to Monsters Gate.
Yeah, it is the Wyverns, and they are... Oh, they've just killed one of the arena cleaners, but there's two dead over there at the moment. Glorcia holding on in the middle.
I thought they were giant chickens.
No, they're flying. Demented Ketchup has said... Oh yeah, no, we heard you. We got you, Demented Ketchup. We heard. It's all good.
Oh, cool.
Glorcia currently stunned. Valeria.
Okay. Yeah, my internet's a bit crap.
Oh, good. Your entire bandwidth should be dedicated to PrizeFighter. That is, of course, the correct thing to do with internet bandwidth. We have just one Wyvern left. I don't know how they've done it, but they've held on. Valeria and Glorcia still alive. And now these two need to sort it out amongst themselves. Glorcia pathing left and right, looking for a way through the mess. Has found one. And Julie gets shot. Oh, lightning as well. But it's not enough. Valeria claiming the win for Fuke. That is the rose petals. I think it is time to go take a look at tonight's league table and see what on earth is going on. Heebie-Jeebie is currently leading on 5 wins. Demented Ketchup on 4. Fuke on 4. I'm in 4th place on 3 wins. Lord Morbius on 2. H-Sniper Rifle on 1. Chaff Hunter is in 7th on 1 win. Then we have Simuha, Renassa and Holy Basil rounding out our top 10. The Ludus Ladder. Currently Heebie-Jeebie on top. Speaking of which, if Agrippa is the guy that's coming out for my Ludus Ladder fights... There we go, quick change. And we'll see how that affects my odds going forwards. So let's get back to the Circus Maximus. Oh, right, yes, I should explain. For Holy Basil, here is the website. You can find it by typing !website. You'll get a link to this page. On here, you can get yourself a couple of extra gladiators and or charioteers. You should have a little bit of denarii to start with. Everyone starts with a little bit. So get yourself at least one charioteer and maybe an extra gladiator or something. And that will enable you to take part in all of the remaining events. You can gear them up on the equipment tab. In here we have the half denarii emporium, where you can buy all sorts of random things. The stuff in here changes continually. I wouldn't worry about the apothecary if you're new. In the Maximus's stables, you can buy stuff for your charioteers. And in Fabricius's gladiator gear, you can buy some basic equipment stuff. I wouldn't worry about the carpenter either, although I think you will see some of that in use toward the end of the stream tonight as people blow their remaining budgets. If you want more denarii, you can make a donation to charity. Every single penny goes directly to the Butterfly Project. And we have so far raised £1,048 with these weekly streams, which needs to be added onto, of course, the Com Plus tracker for everything this game has raised. And that web page hasn't loaded. Hang on. There we go. Which is at £8,905 plus what we've raised here, 1,048. That is what PrizeFighter has raised in its lifetime. Hopefully, we can bump that up a little bit tonight. So that is how you do stuff. Oh, I should explain just briefly how adding and removing from the arena works, shouldn't I? Otherwise, I've kind of neglected my duty. So, on the Arenas tab is everyone you have currently representing you. If you want to edit them because you want to add gear or level them up, you'll need to return them to your Ludus. So if I wanted to edit Vebramara, I would return her from the Circus Maximus, go to the Ludus tab. From here, I can edit her. If I can find her, there she is. I can edit her. If I had some XP to spend, which currently I don't, I could click the skills to level them up. There's also, you can buy extra horses with XP, and if you've got a wizard, you'll find stuff right at the bottom there for buying spells. And then when you're finished, don't forget to send them back to the arena. You can have up to 3 gladiators in the Colosseum and up to 6 charioteers in the Circus Maximus. Speaking of the Circus Maximus, let's head there right now and do another chariot race.
Did you explain how to buy a charioteer?
Yep, was covered briefly at high velocity. He's done it. Holy Basil has a charioteer, so he's got one up on Simuha already. Let's get this race underway then. Leading at the moment on the line is Augustus for Heebie-Jeebie. Aquilina on the move. Salikar challenging Aquilina for second. Fugue is running in fourth with, I think it's Nonus. No, it's Drusa. Drusa is up near the front already. Huge pile up at the first corner. Who survives? Salikar comes out in the lead. And who's that in second position? Quintinus is running in second. So it looks like I'm the big winner of the first corner pile up. That was a big coming together indeed. Salikar, though, looking like he's going to put in another absolutely dominant performance. Meanwhile, Holy Basil, currently in last place and on foot, has just been lapped. Unfortunately, Holy Basil's chariot has collapsed from underneath him, and he's having to complete the race on foot. Odds of success not high. Regrettably, it probably means they won't get much XP. So, meanwhile, Quintinus is running in second position. And in third place at the moment is Fugue with Shipitbal. And we've got August, one of Renassa's, down in 17th there. Every lap completed is more XP. More XP is stuff. Yeah, there you go. Holy Basil says, I think I managed it. Awesome. Well, you were in the race. A little bit of work to do to get the chariot at the front sharp end, but you can do it. Possibly not before the game is retired, but you can get closer. So, Quintinus running in second position. Has lost a little bit of time to Salikar, but keeping them honest. This is Cecilia running in 10th for Fugue, currently overtaking Asbag for 9th. And Luciana's there in 6th position for Fugue, chasing Vebramara and Liviana. There is Caesar, reduced to running on foot for Renassa. And they're coming through to be lapped. Luciana's.
Can you take... If you're in first, can you take damage by taking the turn too sharply?
Not from taking the turn too sharply. The danger is the back markers. But I have to say, on that basis, the attack chariot, even though the only thing that's different about it is you get this extra attack zone at the front, so you do ram damage to other people in front of your chariot, it makes a hell of a difference. Like, it's no faster, it doesn't do anything else other than give you this extra attack zone, but it does make a huge difference to the survivability, because so often you're bumping into people front first, particularly in the Circus Maximus. I mean, the attack chariot is just the better chariot, just for that one simple fact. It makes less of a difference in the Colosseum unless there are other chariots, in which case it's great against other chariots, does very little against other gladiators though, if they're on foot or horseback. This is Salikar on the last lap then, coming in to tackle Liviana. On the finishing straight, doesn't quite take Liviana down. Salikar wins again. Quintinas currently running in second position, fairly close actually. Shipitbal coming home in third, a little bit closer than in previous races to Salikar, so that is progress for Buke. Nonus in fourth, and in fifth place at the moment, Liviana, and Cecilia has already classified a lap down. Liviana coming home in fifth place for Lord Morbius. There we go, let's get it back to the Colosseum.
You know, Becky, maybe we should let someone else win the charioteer race once in a while besides you and me always winning.
Well, they should have added charioteers into the event then, shouldn't they? I'm looking at you, Mr. I'm James Miller. Okay. What about
Well, I mean,
with Salikar?
if you guys stop running over my guy, I'm going to be in for chance.
Well, you know what I'm going to do? Salikar doesn't need to be any faster. I'm just going to make him tougher and harder to kill. Because he's just leveled up. And he's now a level 8 charioteer. And then Quintilis has also leveled up. He's one of my sort of rubbishy ones at the back. And he has no manoeuvre at all. I'm just going to put it all in drive. I tell you who Quintilis is. It's that... Who's that Top Gear guy? What's his name?
Jeremy Clarkson, James
That's
May.
it, Jeremy Clarkson. Right, Quintilis is Jeremy Clarkson. He has all drive skill and no manoeuvre. He's just there going, speed! He's definitely Jeremy Clarkson. He really needs the ramming chariot. That would sort him out no end, but he's not going to get one. Right. Back into the arena. I am going to take a huge risk here. Because I'm going to go AFK with you guys having control of the audio. Because unfortunately, you know, the gin is gin. And I'm apparently mildly alcoholic. So, good luck. Please don't ruin my stream. I love you guys.
Yes, it isn't wise.
I know. Oh, you know what? I have to stick around for a moment because Holy Basil is coming out for his first ever ladder battle. Holy Basil currently unracked in the ladder system at the moment. And we'll be taking on... I'm just trying to see who that is. I am Jeremy PG, who is 28th in the ladder. So can this get Sofaniba onto the ladder and get a ranking? Yes, it does. Sofaniba, you have entered the ladder bout system. And you will be now flying up through the rankings, taking different people on. But also, that of course counts as a win in this week's league. So you will be somewhere higher than 10th now because there's a couple of other people who haven't won it tonight. But I'm going to go take the bathroom break. I will be back in a few minutes. In the meantime, I'll find out what they said afterwards. Take it away, guys.
It appears our Becky can't hold her gin.
What a lightweight.
But we love her.
I really can't comment.
Me neither.
So the 2021 Cosplay Championships are in full swing. Clearly they're trying to find out who's got the best costume today. Oh, we've got some skeletons.
It's all about the skeletons, mate.
They're tough and then no bones about it.
I don't know. They look to be all skin and bones to me, and not much skin at that.
Walking xylophones.
I think they're a bit brittle.
Even a twig can win a fight, though.
Depends where you insert the twig. Shove it up someone's nostril, yeah, you could pretty much win. See, skeletons completely don't care and they're even killing each other. Just no. This is why skeletons don't end up winning in fantasy games. There's just no sense of camaraderie between them.
It's like these bony monsters have no mind at all.
Exactly. It's just who's well, there's an awful lot of running around and everyone's going to their corners and there's a lot of fighting going on.
There was a skeleton hiding in the corner.
And a lot of walking around. It's as if everyone's playing musical chairs. And it's a win for PrizeFighter.
Becky takes the podium.
Who needs Becky? I'm loving this. Great. Great commenting.
We have a new arena champion by the looks of it.
And I'm back, and apparently it's completely
Clearly,
quiet.
Got anything to do about it?
no. Clearly, we're watching sort of two teams at the moment. It's the ones who prefer the Lord of the Rings movies to the ones that prefer the Hobbit.
Somebody prefers The Hobbit?
I bloody hope not. They're terrible.
No. Nakana takes this one, the heebie-jeebie. And if I remember
You won the last one, by the way.
He did. He's kind of winning a lot tonight. I think he's going to...
No, you won the last one. This is the second one.
Oh.
Question, why does it say that the #1 gladiator of all time has 301 appearances? Is that a glitch?
No idea. Let me just take a very quick look. Appearances 2.
Yeah, I don't think she's come out that many times.
300. It's
When
probably
DK can get a win.
probably because of the whole champion thing. I think I know what I've done. I've left her assigned to Demented Ketchup's Ludus, so it's still counting all of her appearances when she's sat on the chair, and it will probably count her kills as well and wins if she gets into the arena. What I should have done is moved her off
Nice.
Demented Ketchup.
Nice, alright.
Oh well. Oh, what's happened to the
That's
camera?
one way to stay the all-time champion of all time.
It would pretty much guarantee that, wouldn't it? I don't know where the camera... We just... There we go. Just reset
Has she
it.
ever actually... So has she actually ever entered the arena at any point?
I
think she has, like, once, but that's it.
I think so. Right now, though, it's a couple of
I'm
your
jealous.
other
Your
gladiators
cheat
gone
codes
through.
work better than mine.
So Forbol and Glorcia for Demented Ketchup, Faustina for Fuke, and Natume for me. And Natume goes down once more. Glorcia and Faustina then, the final two, Demented Ketchup and Fuke. Is this the win that Faustina absolutely needs to get into the top 5? She needs, how many more is it? Still 3, is it, Fuke? Oh dear, that's not going to cut it. Falling into the pit trap is the end of Faustina's run. Glorcia then takes the win for Demented Ketchup. And that is the rose petals suggesting it's the end of this sequence. I think we should do a big battle. Let's do a big battle. We're going to take on the Orc Hordes in a Forge battle. The winner, of course, will gain access to the Magic Item Forge, whether you use it or not with the remaining number of bouts left. I've no idea.
Please get it on.
What I do know is there's so many avatars on screen, there isn't actually room to fit them all in the broadcast, which I like to see.
Well, he's going to have a good charm on this one.
Is this the porch fight?
It is indeed. Looks like we're going to get 2 full rows. Oh, looks like we're like 2 people short of a full row in the second rank. Expect huge.
The gang's all here.
They are indeed. Although we have had 3.5 rows before. So the lines engage, the battle lines have met, and the frame rate is holding. Impressive. Plenty of berserkers from all those previous winners. Sorry about that.
About one of mine is a previous winner too, so.
Right at the moment, I think the berserkers are outnumbering us by so much. We're not going to make it. Oh dear.
Yeah, I think I've got 2 previous winners in there too.
So it sounds like if we lose, it's our fault.
Yeah, we've done this to ourselves because we killed the goblins ages ago. It's all the berserkers. So, for those who don't know, there is 1 berserker in here for each time one of the gladiators who took part in the battle had a win. So all these berserkers is because of all the previous winners in this fight. Of course, it's such a dilemma, isn't it? Because you want to have multiple winners on the same gladiator to unlock better stuff. But, yeah, it's too much for us. We have absolutely lost this one. Just gotta wait for the goblins and the orcs to finish proceedings. Because of course this is PrizeFighter. There can be only 1 winner.
The berserkers are giving a good accounting of themselves, much better than the skeletons did. No bones about it. Yes, I know, very punny.
Yeah, I know the dad jokes are here.
Is this what I?
Say again, Pete?
Is this what I have to look forward to on Saturday?
Darn tootin'.
What? Bad puns?
Among other things, yes.
Well, we've been defeated.
Wait, a goblin one?
A goblin won.
Duke.
Yeah?
You've watched our Saturday streams. You should be used to dad jokes by now.
I'm
You may
not.
not like them, but you should be used to them.
I'm not used to them from Lord Mobius.
Not been paying
No one
close
is
enough
used to Lord
attention-
Morbius.
Not been paying close enough attention to his chat.
Didn't want to say it.
Okay, we are in the Circus Maximus. Looks like one of mine is starting on pole next to Lord Morbius, but right up alongside them is one from Renassa. And in the second row there is a charioteer for Holy Basil. We are off. The leader of the line is Dido, but she's slow. Asbag is coming up the inside. Zesmir on the inside of him. It could be a Lord Morbius 1, 2, 3 as we go into the deep end corner for the first time. Dido is nowhere to be seen. It's Lord Morbius Hibiki coming through there. And one of Fuchs popping into second position just on the end of the corner. But what's this? Salikar flying through. Salikar out of nowhere.
Hey, hell.
Through in front.
I lost all my chariots and wouldn't go there. Jesus.
Salikar then emerging as a leader. Indeed, we're coming up to a field of sprinters for Renassa, who's been absolutely overwhelmed at the start there. Still running though is Demented Ketchup's charioteer. I think Holy Basil might be reduced to being on foot. Probably do with a bit of equipment from the stables on some of those charioteers. Meanwhile, Liliana was in third, just took a bit of a knock, and he's down to 5th position. That's Lord Morbius' lead chariot at the moment, all the way down in 5th position. Currently being chased by one of mine and Demented Ketchups. But of course, it's Salikar in dominant performance. Kills Renassa's last remaining chariot. And Holy Basil is actually still on chariot back, as it were. I don't know what the right term for that is. Holy Basil is still running in this race. Titiana for Demented Ketchup just killed one of mine. It was Quintilis, so I only have Salikar left in this, and then it's a plethora of Bukes. Sorry, an enterprise of Bukes in second, third, and fourth. There's Salikar killing one of Heebie-Jeebies. Heebie-Jeebie near the tail end of this race at the moment.
Duke's chariot equals broken axle.
There is a lot of debris.
Which
on this
one?
track.
Juice is out of the race, like always.
Broken axle.
You know, this will actually run 50 chariots quite happily, so, you know, if you want to add 5 more chariots for those of you who have one each, looking at you, Demented Ketchup, because at least you managed it. I can't speak for Simuha, but you managed to get a charioteer in. So, you know, well done. Salikar then, 1.5 laps to go. He's been dominating. Is there anyone who can stop Salikar here tonight? Coming up to lap Titiana though. Always dangerous to lap back markers, but this is where the attack chariot really helps. Salikar looks like he's on the same racing line as Titiana. So this could be trouble for Demented Ketchup. Closing down the gap, slightly better straight line speed from Salikar. There it is, the round goes through Titiana. Demented Ketchup reduced to running the race on foot. The next target is Shipitbal, but I think Salikar is going to win the race before then. There is Nonus in second position. Coming in respectably close to Salikar. Closed the gap since the earlier races at the start of tonight. Lucianus will be home in third. Liviana is going to come home in fourth. Titiana on foot will be looking to complete the lap and get fifth, followed by Cecilia fourth. I'm just going to wait for those results to be classified.
Luciana has difficulty with corners, otherwise she would be giving in number 1 a run for her money.
Well, she got beaten this time by Nonus. But yeah, I've seen her. She does have some pace, but is she? What's happening? Is she getting a little bit of damage maybe, and then just not able to get her full pelt going?
Don't worry, Fuke. Me and Lord Morbius will help you with cornering, because with the amount of dad jokes we're going to able to be saying between the two of us, we'll drive you round the bend.
A dad joke that needs that much self-setup. Come on. Got a hand to it for that one. Demented Ketchup and Lord Morbius in the ladder battle. This is for 5th position, currently held by Demented Ketchup. Lord Morbius, the challenger, both of them archers. First hits there from each other. Oh, Brackencar's doing a lot of damage. And that is it. Lord Morbius is going to take that position off of Demented Ketchup.
And I didn't even have to cheat.
I think it's time we turn the traps off in the arena. In fact, somebody's come in with, Duke has come in with a chariot, which a few of you have, which would be absolutely dominant if it wasn't for the fact there are traps in the arena. Chariots and traps don't mix. But I'm going to turn the traps off now.
Even with that, the chariot still gives me basically a second life, just like a horse does.
Well, horse doesn't actually give you a second life per se. In fact, Renassa there's got the biggest chariot of all and immediately drove onto spikes. And then ran onto them. So that's the end of Renassa's run there. Right. Save the chariots until the next battle. That's what I'm going to say. And it'd be worth doing. Yeah, you're absolutely right. We should get...
When have I ever listened to that piece of advice?
See, horses.
I don't think the horse gives you an extra life. I think what it does is it gives the other guys something else to shoot at besides you.
Absolutely, because what happens is your gladiator will get off the horse to take a potion, and obviously if you take, berserker potion or haste, you tend to get off quite quickly, but the others you only get off when your health gets low. So, and what's really good about that is the horse then can take over the melee for you whilst you're doing your potion, and then after that it's just loose in the arena and runs around by itself hitting things. So yeah, the horses are really good. Of course, they require winning a dragon fight to get. That'll be changing for Com Plus, though. It will be, a microtransaction thing. But
I'll have to make sure I save up some money for Con Plus then.
That's the idea. It's all for charity, right? But they'll be like 10p, 20p type thing, how it is with Com Plus. It's all very small microtransactions, but all for a good cause. Relcast.
I haven't gone back and won the vault.
Say again?
Could you explain what the charity is again? There's someone that's watching who's talking to me on Facebook who just asked.
Okay, so the charity is the Butterfly Project. It's a project in Kampala in Uganda, which takes some of the most underprivileged children in the world from the slums of Kampala, places like Acholi Quarter, and also the remote villages in the north of Uganda where there really aren't any facilities at all. And what they do is they provide an addition to the children's education, and they do it all with a process of using games is a huge part of what they do. But it's basically, it's a school where the kids get an education, but it's a boarding school, so they stay on at night, which means that, the kids need to be entertained, so they use board games and role-playing games as a key way to continue the child's learning through play. Because board games are great for mathematics and many other skills and problem solving, and of course role playing is a huge part of it as well, because it helps the children to develop their imagination and to try and imagine a better world. And that's really important to the project, because what they do is they want to bring about meaningful change in Uganda, and what they'll do is they encourage the children to come up with a social project within their communities, and then the school then backs them through that project. Now they've just opened up another school in the north of Uganda as well, so one that's sort of right in amongst the remote villages, and what we're hoping to do with Com Plus is to raise enough money to put a dedicated gaming facility in at that school. Because they've just had to build this school. It's like literally even the road to get there, they had to build a bridge over a river. It's that remote. So yeah, it's I just want to interrupt that for a minute. Holy Basil is through into the final two with Sophoniba currently fighting against Laurentinus, though who's just put her down. Sorry, Holy Basil, you nearly won, nearly, so close. So it's a really amazing project. Last year, at the start of the COVID lockdown, what happened in Uganda is, with all the travel restrictions and lockdown, people couldn't work. But what was different in Uganda to over here is the country doesn't have the same social safety networks that we have, and when they couldn't work, these people couldn't eat, and that had such a huge impact on people in the slum districts in Kampala in particular. What the project did is it got the children, 6 of the children stayed on at the project because that was the most they could have under the rules. And they would prepare food every day and feed the people in the slum areas who weren't getting any support at all at that point from the government for whatever reason. It was a really amazing thing that the kids were doing, and at that point, the charity was very close to actually having to close because with the lockdowns, they couldn't do anything with fundraising. So we did Com Plus 3 for that, and it kept the charity going. and it enabled them to actually extend their the amount of children they were feeding every day. So they were doing supplies for families, things like cooking oil and sugars and basic food stuff. They were giving that to families, but they were also directly feeding children at the centre, because some of these children weren't eating at all for long periods of time, and they were able to feed over 30 children every day. Just keeping people alive there in lockdown. Uganda has just gone into another lockdown as well, so hopefully that won't need us to do some kind of emergency fundraiser like we did last year, with a bit of luck. Holy Basil is still going in this fight, by the way. I think Soponiba is going to be a gladiator to contend with. So yeah, that's what the charity's about. It's about giving kids an education, and a big part of that is games and role-playing games, which is why I wanted to support that particular project. So yeah, that's what we've been raising the money for, and we're on the way to 10 grand, which I hopefully will do before Complus next year. Or this year actually, because Complus is November. Oh gosh, let me get the dates. Let's get this right. I still have to look it up because it's on similar dates from year to year. I've still got the date from several years ago in my head, but no, it's November 6th to 7th this year, which is a Saturday to Sunday. It's a 24-hour convention where for 24 hours non-stop we give away role-playing game products. Do some amazing things. We've given away fully painted gigantic dungeon sets before. We've given away everything Starfinder, like this huge box of Starfinder stuff. We've given away signed books, some real gems over the years. We did one year, I think we gave away, I think it was 576 distinct things, all role-playing related. And yeah, no, it's a huge 24-hour prize giveaway, and the mechanism we use to actually do those giveaways is PrizeFighter. We have a slightly different version of it to what you're seeing tonight, but basically you put gladiators in the arena, and if your gladiator wins, you get a prize. And that's how that whole convention works. And it's that non-stop for 24 hours, giving things away. And we intersperse it with, footage from the projects in Uganda, as to what's going on out there, and of course interviews with people around the gaming industry and so forth. So it's a great show to watch, so that would be worth tuning into on November 6th to 7th this year, which I guess we'll be doing on Twitch this year. Meanwhile, stuff is happening in the arena. I think I probably ought to have gone into the Circus Maximus, but I was distracted and I've gone back into the Colosseum. Demented Ketchup has just won a ladder battle to help him recover that position he lost earlier. Defeating, is it Samu he just defeated? Yes, it was. And now the chariots have arrived. I think I need to get myself some chariots, don't I? Let's do it. I'm going to quickly go grab some. Over to the carpenter. What am I going to get? I don't know what to get. I've got money. Let's get big ones. Big ones, medium ones, big ones. Come on. Another one of them. Was that not updating the money when I did that? Is that a bug? Oh yeah, so it is. 1,000 left over, I'll get one of them. There we go. Right. Let's bring on the chariot battles.
Why do I feel like you're gonna use my guide to make my guide obsolete?
Look, your guide presented some strategies for how to play PrizeFighter, but it's only some ways of doing it. There are so many different ways to play the game in this weekly format that we've been doing. But Complus 4 is a very different format. Everything's auction based for the equipment and for the gladiators. it's the rules of your guide for the weekly game won't necessarily correlate to how it works for Comp Plus. Anyway, things are afoot in the arena.
Either way,
Carry on.
I am looking forward to Con Plus. I hope we will make it the full time this time, unlike last.
Well, I both look forward to it
And the time before.
Meanwhile, Carantillo for Heebie-Jeebie is fighting against Septima's Fourth Uke in the arena. Heebie-Jeebie, of course, currently...
I must admit, I am in awe of the stamina that it takes to actually go the whole 24 hours of the stream. I can only think that once the camera turns off, it's straight to bed and sleep for a week.
It really isn't.
I have only personally made it 23 hours.
Well, last year we actually streamed for 26 and a half.
Yeah.
That's when YouTube let you down, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. So we had the worst moment of Complus history, where the YouTube API cut us off because we exceeded our API limit. And yeah, there was some bleak hours. Cause what I never really said was in the middle of that we also had an admin leave because they just thought, well, this is dead now, and left. So we had no admin coverage on some of the chats, so we were having to try and arrange coverage as well in the middle of it all. And we had no content lined up for this situation, so we just kind of blacked a bit. Carry on.
Are you gonna set up mods for? How are you gonna do modding for Twitch for that? If you understand my question at all.
Yeah, we will have chat moderators. We've got the guys that have been doing it since day one at Complus. I hope some of them are in this call, so hopefully they'll do that again. Love you guys. So.
Oh yeah, I'm more than willing if you want me there.
Of course, we may need to recruit some more because we lost some. But yep, we'll so yeah.
Considering I'm gonna be there. Considering I'm gonna try to be there the whole time, you could mod me.
Absolutely, we'll look into that and stuff nearer the time. It's not something I'm thinking about at the moment, but yeah, sure. And thank you. But yeah, no, with the 26.5 hour thing, we did eventually figure out a way to manually. Basically, I was manually assembling the data packets that the API would give. But I couldn't do it at the time it first happened for two reasons. Firstly, I was too tired to think of it. And secondly, we actually kind of needed to just have the diehards there, because if somebody new were there, it was really hard to find to assemble a data packet for somebody who hadn't previously been in to the arena. So we kind of needed a few people to leave before we could do it, which is a bit cruel, but it was a disaster situation. It was the worst moment, as I say, in Complus's history. Like, all your tech stops because some corporation has just said no without, some automated system, and we were just completely shut off. So, what do you do? But, yeah.
You go to Twitch.
Well, that's what we're doing this time. Never going back to YouTube, I'll say that much. Not for a live event. But, Twitch.
Will it get once the stream is done? Will it go over to YouTube in chunks or a highlights package, or are you not bothering at all?
No, we will put it all onto YouTube. We'll just have to transfer the video across, download it and upload it again or something, because we
after the fact.
Yeah, it'll be after the fact. We keep a record of it basically because it's really useful when talking to sponsors. We can show people, and you know, and we can sort of refer back to say, look, this is the bit you were on. Sometimes they want to know that. So, you know, we have to keep a record of it. So we will still be doing it into 3 chunks. There will be a brief couple of minutes pause at some point while we switch off Twitch in order to force the video to end before starting it up again. Which is, you know, it's great. It's a toilet break for us. Fuano at the moment is taking on a Hydra and is getting lightning bolted and survived it. Going for a heal. Might actually solo this Hydra. Question is, oh, he's not got much stamina left. Fuano, oh, gets fireballed as well, but survives it. Goes for a heal. Health, though, is running low on Fuano, but he's done it. The Hydra goes down. Victory for Demented Ketchup. I have no idea what the league table is looking at. Let's go take a look. Oh, that's looking good for me, but Demented Ketchup is the one leading with 8 wins at the moment. Myself and Heebie-Jeebie tied for second with 7 wins. Lord Morbius in 4th with 4, as is Fuke. In 6th place is Simuha, H Sniper Rifle, Holy Basil and Chav Hunter all tied there for 6th position. Then we've got Renassa and I am Jeremy PG in 10th place with no wins on the board. Let's see if they can turn that around with the Circus Maximus.
Yeah, I can't seem to beat Blaucast in number of kills. Blaucast is just a beast.
He is a bit. It's just because he sits on the sideline with nobody attacking him, just picking people off.
Yet everyone picks off my archers.
It was Seversuit, I think, who first introduced the archer trend. Atius leads for Heebie-Jeebie. Nonus is in 2nd. Drusa is in 3rd. Good, the glass cat. No, she's dead. In 3rd place now is one of mine. Going into the deep end corner now. Getting ahead of Hugh is Aquilina. Falls back behind though. And Nonus is holding on to 2nd place. Salikar has moved up to 4th position. And is likely now to go sailing past Aquilina. Such is the speed of Salikar. And Aquilina is actually a little bit wounded. So I expect she'll start dropping back. Salikar on the march then. Meanwhile, Holy Basil this time is on foot. Atius leads for Heebie-Jeebie. This is Heebie-Jeebie's big chance to try and get his first chariot win. Atius heading down to the shallow end now. Coming out of...
Really, my guys just preferred not having the horses. I mean...
Nonus is challenging Salikar for 2nd position. Salikar not his usual sprightly self. He must have some damage. Nonus is challenging Salikar for 2nd. The dominance may have ended. Heebie-Jeebie leading this race. In amongst the back markers now though. This is the dangerous time, passing one of Holy Basils. This is the midfield. Back with Salikar at the moment in 2nd position. Mostly at loose horse, one of Heebie-Jeebie's, and now we've got an art shot from the director. There we go, Salikar and Nonus continue to battle for 2nd and 3rd. Heebie-Jeebie though is out front by himself. And it's all a question of getting through the back markers safely. There is Liviana in 5th. There's our race leader. So looking at that, bit of clear track in front at the moment. So all good for Heebie-Jeebie for now. Of course, it doesn't take long for things to change in the Circus Maximus. Nonus is already slipping back from Salikar. Seems to have got himself in order and is starting to move forward again. Chasing down that race leader, Heebie-Jeebie. Heebie-Jeebie going into the shallow end now. Passing a back marker there, one of Lord Morbius's. Now heading after Shibitbal. It's one of Fuchs. That will be the next back marker for Atius to deal with. 2 laps remaining. Heebie-Jeebie trying to take the inside line on Atius. Making the move now. Sorry, Shibitbal even. Oh, it's all over. Shibitbal with the double wheel spikes on that chariot. Heebie-Jeebie's chariot has gone down. Salikar will...
Now can Shibitbal do the same thing? Now can Shibitbal do the same thing to Salikar is the question.
Well, I think Zalakar is further back,
Okay.
so my
Okay.
oh, poor Luke. So you're coming through very quiet there, heebie-jeebie. Is that the sound of disappointment I hear in your voice?
It is, yes.
I'm sorry. PrizeFighter is a cruel mistress. Zalakar dominating the Circus Maximus tonight, taking first position yet again, inheriting the win from a disappointed and crushed heebie-jeebie. Nonus coming through in second. Quintinus is third for myself. Liliana currently running in fourth, has now finished for Lord Morbius. Shapitbal in fifth, the bearer of heebie-jeebie's misfortune. Zesmir, not classified in sixth, is retired. Ramilius for Holy Basil getting across the finish line all the way down in ninth. That will be Precious XP. You never know, that charioteer might be ready to level up. We'll be going into the Colosseum next, but first I just want to quickly level up Quintinus. I think I may be able to get some faster horses. I can indeed. Level 6 horses. Back you go. Right. I am going to have to get rid of some more gin. So, over to you guys for a few minutes. Enjoy the... Oh, this is a ladder battle. I'm in. And it's with a chariot against Faustina. I have a very good chance of basically jumping up the ladder here as Agrippa takes on Faustina. Victory. That's what we needed. Come on. Alright, actually, I'm just going to have to hold it. If necessary, I'll sit in my own pee. I need to see what happens.
You're in trouble then.
Well, I've got two chariots in this, and they appear to be right on top of each other, which is not a good start. Oh no. Please tell me. I think we're actually already in the collision zone. I think I'm going to lose somebody right from the start. Supposed to be on the same team, guys. So the violence begins. Heebie-jeebie also in an attack chariot. Latume getting a swipe though on the horses. Lots of blood. That's what I like to see. Valerianus charging into... getting charged into by Latume. Valerianus goes down. Latume, the last charioteer in the arena. As Agrippa has also gone down. The undead falling prey to Latume's chariot. Valerianus has gotten back up on foot, trying to chase down Latume for a bit of revenge. She don't care. She's got it covered. In fact, she's got time for a cup of tea. Agrippa going in against some skeletons that slip through Latume's... Oh, the chariot's down! All of a sudden, I'm not so confident about winning this. The advantage of the chariot is gone. Latume then going into Bralcast with the sword. So much for being a mage. Agrippa has just been killed by Glaucia. Demented Ketchup on fire. Here goes for the lightning bolt. It strikes Bralcast. It chains around the arena. Lots of smouldering corpses from that one. Lightning there from Latume. More lightning against Valeria for Buke. Glaucia though has got back up for Demented Ketchup. Come on, Latume. Victory! That's what I like to see.
Victory indeed.
Hear more chariots. Oh, it's one of mine, Laurentinus. Yeah, because I basically blew all my money on chariots. You've got money left in your if you've got Denari left on your account, you may as well blow it on chariots now. You're not going to get many more chances.
I kind of already did that when we still had traps.
Whoops.
Yes, I know that's not the smartest thing, but I did it.
Well, Laurentinas gets going on that chariot then. See, I was expecting a few more chariots in, so I went for the more expensive ones. But I could have gotten away with cheaper ones and had more of them. Never mind. It's just drawing circles around Holy Basil's gladiator
I
here.
bought myself 3 chariots, but
Was that earlier on, was it?
no, I've still got 2 sitting in the Ludus, so I don't know when they choose to ride them and when not. But I've got some queued up.
They should, if you've got them, they should get used. Like basically, it will always, like if there's a chariot there and in a Colosseum, they will always take the chariot to go into the Colosseum with. At least it should do. Did see somebody else on a chariot earlier. I don't know if that was yourself or not. At the moment, Glaucia has just killed Septimus. This is looking favourable for Demented Ketchup, but he's not there yet. Laurentinas has just been killed by Fuano. Demented Ketchup now has to fight himself for the victory. Let's see if DK can still win this, because it's not a dead cert, even if you're the only ones left. Fuano, though, does win for Demented Ketchup. I hear another chariot. Could that be a heebie-jeebie on a chariot? It is indeed. Makana coming in on an attack chariot.
Here we go. Are there only one of them? Only one of them's on one.
It'll only be the gladiator who just entered.
Makes sense.
Still absolutely desperate for Lou. I'm going to have to go in the next sequence, unfortunately. I'll do a chariot race. I feel like, because we haven't had that many chariots in the Colosseum. We've certainly not seen much in the way of chariot on chariot. I want to watch that, so I'll set up a Circus Maximus race while I go to the bathroom. Then we'll come back to this after. So Makana on the chariot then. Which must be looking pretty confident at the minute. There's barely anyone left alive. Makana versus Valerianus. And there it is. Victory to the charioteer. Killing a few arena cleaners while they're at it. Oh, some skeletons have a few things to say about Makana winning though.
Kill them all. Have them all.
It's almost like Pompeius when he comes into the arena and just doesn't care who they won. Drusa's not run a race tonight, asked Fuke. No, she has not. Who won the first race, actually? Because I don't think that was Salico won the first race. I don't think it was Drusa, though. It was Nonus, wasn't it? So there's still a few monsters, but I don't think... I think what it is, they're fighting each other outside the arena. So I'm going to put them in the middle so that Makana can just run them over. There we go. That's what we like to see. Ching, ching. Arena cleaners being sent flying. Going for an aura of magnificence there. Keeping the spell running, that's +5 to all stats. And there we go. The last skeleton is killed by Makana and she claims the win. Okay, let's just take a quick look at the current rundown of positions. So, in 10th place, Renassa and I and Jeremy PG. In 6th place, Simuha, H Sniper Rifle, Holy Basil and Chav Hunter. In 4th place, Lord Morbius and Fuke. In 3rd is HeebieGeebie. In 2nd is Demented Ketchup. Currently leading is me. I'm afraid I've been dominating the chariot racing tonight, which is how I'm in front. And we're going to another chariot race right now. So there's a good chance I might just go another win ahead. But we shall see. And I shall be taking a brief AFK and leaving you with the commentary of you guys. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
yes, I am looking forward to Conquest 4 again.
Pinball takes the lead. Well, that was a short lead. Yeah, there's a huge gap between first and second there. That shouldn't surprise anyone.
They've gone round there a fair clip, I'll say that much. Oh, God. And the question on everyone's, well, the question on my lips is, has any of mine actually managed to stay on their chariot?
Yes, they have.
Yeah, I see one.
No.
I'm just trying to see their
I've
names.
seen.
Come
I
into
think I
camera.
saw two.
Caesar, you have a charity.
There was two, but one of them's been dehorsed.
So I'm just trying to catch up with what's happening. It looks like I'm in a 1-2 at the moment with Buke just taking second from me actually with, is that Shapitbal? It's just gone up to second. I'm guessing Salakar is leading.
Just on the.
Go ahead, Buke.
Oh. I see a lot of my people running at the moment, so that's a bit sad.
Yep, that's Circus Maximus for you. You know, you can put armour on, normal gladiator armour. It does increase your chances of survival, but it also does slow you down a bit. And that's the problem, it's the speed-defence balance. Salakar leads though, as ever, the absolute dominant force in the Circus Maximus 2 weeks running. Not that I won last week, despite all of Salakar's wins. That was... is it you, Fugue? I think you won last week. Salakar leads though with 1 lap left to go.
No, I won the week before that.
So was it Heebie-Jeebie then? I don't think it was me. I think it was you.
I think.
Anyway.
I don't think it was me. The only reason I won the time I won is because I dominated the Circus Maximus. If you dominated Circus Maximus last week, I didn't win.
Fair enough.
The only time I've won is when I've dominated Circus Maximus.
I'm pretty sure you're doing well in the Colosseum as well last week. Salakar does take the win. Shapitbal is second. Nonus is third. Vebramara is running in fourth. Liviana fifth for Lord Morbius. But guess what? Renassa got a charioteer to the end. Maybe not on the lead lap, so there's a retired charioteer somewhere in front of them. But Caesar, Pompo, Caesar, Marcius made it to the end of the race for Renassa. So well done indeed. Should have a little bit of XP, hopefully, on that charioteer. A bit of luck. Get a bit more speed out of them. Drive is the straight line speed, and manoeuvre is the cornering speed. Let's just have a little look, see if any of mine leveled up. No. So let's get back to more chariots with a bit of luck. Going into the Colosseum. So first of all, of course, it is a ladder battle. Oh damn, that's water, not gin. I'm out of gin. So it's Renassa taking on Peanuts in the ladder. This is for 19th in the ladder. And I think Renassa should easily do this one. Or not, as the case may be. Does it? Agrippa taking the win over Peanuts.
Commentators, women, jink. Oh yeah, thank you for that.
That is another win for Renassa. And that's well into the top 20 now in the ladder. Meanwhile, charioteers entering the Ludus. I see I'm already on my cheap chariots, so I guess I've run out of good ones. There is Holy Basil ranked 27th with that appearance in the ladder earlier. I'm sure we'll be seeing Holy Basil again in a ladder battle coming up shortly. Maybe might make it into the top 25. So, charioteers are unleashed. Lord Morbius coming victim there to Agrippa, as does an arena cleaner or two. But Agrippa, no challenge at all for that double-bladed attack chariot of Valerianus. EBGB looking good for the win. Oh, big hit there on someone. Oh, we've got Bigus and Dickus in the arena as well, fighting each other for who is the biggest giant. It's Bigus, guys. Look, seriously, Dickus is bigger. Dickus is small. I don't know what's happened over there. I think Heebie-Jeebi's chariot went down and he's now on foot. I heard lightning. Heebie-Jeebi though emerges. Faustina chasing. Faustina having to go for a heal though. Valerianus and Faustina fighting each other.
I think the I think the giant might win it.
One of them will. They're both standing at the moment. There is a chance one of you will get back up before they settle it, but it doesn't happen. Dickus takes the win. Sorry, Dickus takes the win. Chav Hunter, welcome back to the stream. Where have you been all this time? Welcome back. Good to have you here. We are all hanging out in the Discord. If you want to take part in that, by all means do so. Just head on over, join in the audio channel, and there's just like loads of us hanging out in here. I'm mostly talking over them because, you know, that's my job. Sorry. So, oh, the fight's already started. Formal for Demented Ketchup kills Simuha, and oh, Fuke is coming on a chariot. Cheap chariots for the win.
It's always funny to see. It's always funny to see a dragon or something on the podium.
Yeah, they never quite fit, do they? Tume, though, relying on a warhorse. No chariots for her this time. Oriana in for Chav Hunter. Ah, you're in a game of D&D. Why'd you take a D&D game on a Thursday night? Come on. Well, you're back now for the final ever PrizeFighter stream for near the end of it. Maybe I'll keep going for a bit longer.
The weekly stream.
Yeah, the final weekly stream of PrizeFighter. Valeria on the chariot, doing a lot of damage right now. I see lots of blood. Landus, Latume, and Bigus fighting on. Valeria doing those tight circles. But, you know, the end of PrizeFighter isn't the end of you know, me doing games. I am working on a cyberpunk game at the moment, and the big news there is I have been in talk, because you know how there was, you know, there are three cyberpunk tabletop RPGs, and Shadowrun has had a computer game released. Cyberpunk has had a computer game released. There is one other. Now, I'm not going to say the name, and I'm going to ask those in the audio chat not to, because I'm going to put this up on YouTube, and I can't officially announce it. But I'm sure long-time viewers of the channel will know that, you know, I have a love for one of the third Cyberpunk RPG. Talks have been going really well, and I hope to be able to announce something soon on that. And that will be, you know, an official licensed game for that tabletop RPG if that comes off. Meanwhile, Lord Morbius and Fugue still battling it out in the arena for the final spot. Blandus versus, is it Valeriana? Sorry, Valeria. Valeria disappearing.
Speaking of that type of stuff, do you think next week this time would be a good time to interview Jason for Call of Cthulhu?
You'd have to ask Jason.
Fair enough.
I am available if you're wanting for that interview with me.
So Valeria and Blandus Valeria doing the circles, but not hitting Blandus. Blandus having to go for a heal there. Come on, kill each other already. I see blood. I don't see a defeated gladiator. Come on.
Either kill one of each other or Diggus get up and kill us both.
Blandus has pulled out an invisible servant, which I don't know if it'll achieve all that much against Chariot, to be honest. Come on. Yeah, I'm tempted to spawn a dragon.
Yeah,
Surely.
I wouldn't
No, he
blame you
survived.
from.
He survived. Come on.
I would not blame you for summoning a dragon.
Why is he attacking with Mesmerize? Come on. Actually, I know why. There's a... it's the arena cleaners. Confuses the logic of that spell. Really need to fix that. I probably won't, but I ought to. Valeria and Blandus then continue to have the most protracted duel in history.
This is what happens when somebody brings a chariot to an archery fight.
It's not archer though. Blandus doesn't have...
Yeah, they're both.
Like, he's a mage, isn't he, with the staff? So he's like the slowest attack speed going, which of course gives him very few opportunities to hit the chariot. Doesn't seem to cast very much either. Finally, a victor!
Valeria should have good attack speed.
Oh,
Attack stat.
yeah, but when they're on a chariot, they only do that when they're very close. They rely on manoeuvring the chariot instead. Nonetheless, plenty of
Well, I
time.
think that's the last of... I don't think I have any more chariots.
Okay, we're gonna do...
I think I blew all my money I won.
We're going to do one more Circus Maximus, then one bout in the Colosseum to finish off in this special finale to PrizeFighter. So, you've got a little bit longer to try and close the gap on me. Let's just get rid of the spam bot, shall we? How do we block someone in this?
I wanted to see the animation of how the chariot rides itself up the staircase.
Yeah, I don't want to code that.
Let me guess, it's a ramp.
It's conveniently off screen. So, Chav Hunter now in the arena proper, taking on Fuke. Septimus in trouble. Can Septimus hold on against a double Chav Hunter onslaught? And the answer, I suspect, is no. Look at these two. They might be a lot smaller than Fuke's Gladiator, but 2 against 1 is always a huge advantage in this arena. And right now, Chav Hunter's Gladiators are working together. Any moment now, though, that team will split and they'll betray each other. So only one can win. Meanwhile, Glorcio's gotten back up for Demented catch-up. Septima's still going. It's such a giant of a Gladiator. So much health and stamina. Withstood for a long time, but does finally go down. Glorcia now only has one Chav Hunter Gladiator to deal with. The one survivor, Bagarok, who claims the win. So victory goes to Chav Hunter.
So, Chav Hunter, was that a game you were running or playing in?
So we are going to head over to the Circus Maximus. But before we do, let's have a little look at the league table, because it's important now to have a look at who our potential winners are. So, Fuke, Lord Morbius, Chav Hunter, Samuha, H Sniper Rifle, Renassa, Holy Battle, Peanuts, and Iron Jeremy PG probably can't do it now. There are 5 potential wins available. I'm on 11. Fuke is the best of the rest, currently on 5. So the contenders are Demented Ketchup and Heebie-Jeebie. Demented Ketchup is 2 wins behind. Heebie-Jeebie is 3 wins behind. I don't think we should...
Just because I can't take first doesn't mean I can't take third.
You could in theory, but you see, I'm kind of in two minds now about doing the Circus Maximus, because if I go out and win that, and I've been dominating that tonight, I don't want to be 3 wins in front when we go into the Coliseum.
Just take out the charioteer that keeps winning.
Yep, let's do it. Salakar, you're fired. Oh, Lutume's going to level up though. Totally doing that before the finale. Let's have a look. 500 XP. Let's have it all in health, please. There we go. Level 37 now for Lutume. She still can't win consistently. Okay. Salakar is not taking part in this race. We are going to the Circus Maximus. Somebody else will win.
It could still be one of the other ones.
It could.
But it's a more fair fight now, yeah.
You say fair, Salakar's developed fairly, you know. Shapitbal takes the lead for Fuke at the start. Tinnis is chasing. Caesar is up there for Renassa, but he takes a hit, ends up sideways on the main straight, and then gets, well, disintegrated. Shapitbal, though, leads alongside one of mine. Oh, big hit. My guy came off worse. Quintinus is struggling. Coming up on the outside is known as for Fuke. This is looking like a Fuke race in first, second, and fourth. Can Quintinus deliver the goods? Quintinus struggling, getting Fukes on either side. Quintinus has gone down. Nobody withstands the Fuke on either side of you. That is a proper enterprising for Quintinus. Shapitbal.
No one withstands a Fijuka.
Lucianus is in second, Aetius third for Heebie-Jeebie. Aetius going for the move up the inside of Lucianus. Heebie-Jeebie is suddenly a contender in this race, taking second position. Heading off and down the main straight now. Oh! Heebie-Jeebie. It's a glass cannon, that charioteer. Heebie-Jeebie's race is over at the front. I don't know if they've got somebody in fourth still by the looks of it, hovering around 4th, 5th position. But at the moment, this race looks like it's being dominated by Fuke in first, second, and third. Yeah, he does still have a couple of charioteers in the race, but his big contender there has disappeared. Meanwhile, Holy Basil is running one charioteer in 12th, and one in the top 10 has just collapsed, unfortunately. That will change the race order a little bit in the tail end of the field. At the front though, it's all about which Fuke will take the win without Salakar in the field. Nonus is currently running in second position. There's Severina running home on foot from Renassa, currently in 13th.
Remember the race where the only charioteer left was Lord
Liviana, wasn't it? Shapitbal, though, is our race leader with 2 laps to go. Nonus is running in second. Lord Morbius's Liviana is actually up into 3rd position at the moment. We have a few chariots in 4th and 5th. The nearest challenger other than Lord Morbius is Heebie-Jeebie in 6th. Then we've got Holy Basil in 7th. Another Lord Morbius. Oh, I think we just lost one of Fuke's chariots. Lucianus has gone down for Fuke. That leaves the race lead unchanged though. It's still Shapitbal for Fuke leading, and Nonus is still in second with Lord Morbius's Liviana in 3rd place. That is our podium positions. We are on the last lap. Shapitbal coming down the final straight now. What do you play on? Says Littled1235. Well, hello Littled. This is all just a web page. Feel free to join in. All you have to do is type !join, and you will get a gladiator in the Colosseum. This is, however, the last ever PrizeFighter weekly stream. We are heading into the Coliseum for the final time. That was the last ever Circus Maximus on the weekly streams. Shipitbal claiming the win. Nona's second. Liviana is third. Cecilia fourth. Flava is running at the moment in sixth for Holy Basil. Can they complete the lap and go up to fifth? No. Kneas does so for Heebie-Jeebie. Flavia finishes in sixth. Kneas finishing on foot. But, you know, they did it. They completed the lap on foot, beating Flavia there. So that was
Cecilia is.
This will be. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing its triumphant return in Con Plus 4.
Absolutely. Right, so let's just take a little look at the league. This is the situation. Demented Ketchup is ahead on knockouts, so he only needs 2 wins. Heebie-Jeebie is behind on knockouts, needs 3 wins, but really needs 4 because of the knockout situation. However, if they get plenty of knockouts, 3 wins will do it. Let's head back to the Coliseum then for the final time.
Can Fajuk get 3 wins and get 3rd place?
That's a possibility.
Is this the dragon fight?
Now, we'll do the dragon fight after. You know what, though? I've got a tiny bit more money, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go get myself a cheap chariot. There we go. 1 cheap chariot.
Yeah, you're not the only one that's done that.
I know, but I've only got a weak one. That's all I can afford. Okay.
Make a donation.
You know what? Guys. Should we do it? Come on. It's all for a good cause. What do we need? £5, £10. If I put in 10 quid, what's that give me? These are... How much is it?
That
it doesn't
warm
say.
glow that comes from knowing you put £10 into a good charity.
Exactly. It's... Oh, I don't particularly want to screenshot
And it might get
this.
you some.
I'm going to do this over on a different browser because I don't particularly want to screen share me typing my PayPal details. But, oh, I'm going to log in first, haven't I? Oh, God, web pages. Let's do it. So, if you want
Are you implying that you don't trust everybody on the World Wide Web with your information?
Yeah, kind of, no. Right.
Questioning the moral integrity of some of the people out there,
Yeah, you know.
especially on the dark web.
Them, people in this Discord, you know, there's lots of dodgy characters about.
That's no way to talk about Rodney.
Oh, burn. Right, let's do it. Boom.
Might be a good way to talk about Fugue, though. Just kidding.
Right. Back into that. Okay, I have some cash. 2,500. Yeah. Got it right. 1, 2, 3 of the best chariots. Bring it. The gauntlet is laid down. And you know what? Just for good measure, I'm going to grudge Demented Ketchup. Does that even work with the chariot? I've no idea. We'll find out. Well, you know what I didn't do? I never turned the fires on. Let's turn the fires on.
I only donated £5, so I don't have as good as charity as you do.
Hold on. How's that being judged here?
Because you're second. Oh, that's not going to work. I haven't got a chariot here in the arena. Never mind. It's Floriana and Avilius for Chav Hunter and Lord Morbius in the ladder fight. This is for 5th in the ladder, which unfortunately means I'm not going to get to take on Heebie-Jeebie. Yeah, come on. Me and DK are grudging each other here. That's the way to do it. Haven't had grudges on the
Bring it on.
stages.
Bring it on, Becky.
You'll need to retype that in just a moment when we actually have gladiators in the arena, though. Because it won't work when we don't have gladiators in. So Abilius claims it for Lord Morbius, which should elevate him higher up in the standings.
Yay, me!
Glossia comes out for Demented Ketchup, as does Fuchs. Coming out on an attack chariot, as does Litume for me. There's the grudge. Boom, the little fist on screen. PrizeFighter TV grudging myself. Balls! There we go. Me grudging Demented Ketchup. This is be determined to claim outright victory in the final PrizeFighter ever. Oh, big head-on clash. Who survived? No one. Tume is on foot. Holy Basil is still in there as well. Where is Demented Ketchup? No sign of him. Samuha is still going. Valeriana, Holy Basil and Litume. Those are our survivors. Somewhere there is a monster in the arena as well. Oh. What? Where's the monster? There it is. It's a tiger. Okay, that's manageable.
Mosquito went down hard.
Sofaniba kills my horse. In comes Litume to deal with Sofaniba. Valeriana chasing Litume. If I get this, that would make it impossible for Demented Ketchup to win. So Litume then.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, he's not in the arena. Although I do believe that was a thing back in Roman times with Christians. So Litume against Valeriana. If Valeriana wins, Demented Ketchup has a chance. But Litume just
Didn't you say a few weeks?
Alright, come on, Tom.
Come on, Samoa!
Come on, Litume! Me versus the world! Litume looks to be in the stronger position at the moment to me. Valeriana short on morale. I think this fight's about to end in my favour. Litume gets the invisible servant out. Samuha's still going. There it is, but there's an invisible servant as well. That goes down. Come on. There it is. Victory to me. I won the game that I wrote. Yay. Go me.
Oh, almost as if it was preordained.
Well, look. I made a little charitable donation and it paid.
That is very true.
Yeah, this is.
I made a charitable donation and died.
Can't all be winners.
The game designer giveth, and the game designer taketh away.
And the game designer winneth.
Does on this occasion. Well, oh, hang on. Heebie-jeebie is only second in the ladder, so who's first?
Me.
Bloody hell. How do my guys keep on just dying immediately?
Luck?
I hate to break it to you, Heebie-jeebie.
Cheers.
But
I never said it was good luck, I just said luck.
I appear to have gone top of the ladder.
You've
as well.
stolen it away, haven't you?
I don't know when that happened.
You've stolen it.
We have some more berserkers in
If
here.
everyone grudges against Becky, might be able to pull this back.
Can it still be done mathematically?
Probably not, but it'll make me feel better.
Agrippa and Valeria then. Last
Gladly.
two alive in the arena, both on attack chariots. This is going to be another long fight.
I think you have a double-bladed attack chariot, and I just have a single-bladed attack chariot, though.
That is true. Agrippa will be dealing more damage every time that round strikes home. It's certainly hurting the arena cleaners who are being obliterated by Agrippa and Valeria at the moment. Valeria has a slight edge though, being with the bow, I would say. Because Agrippa doesn't get many opportunities to attack in melee from the back of the chariot. As we look at the surviving arena cleaners tidying up the corpses of their friends. Come on, hit each other. There it is. Valeria goes down. And, well, thankfully, the ref called it there without making us go through the ordeal of Agrippa taking on Valeria on foot. So, that is another victory to me. I'm afraid I haven't just won. I've kind of dominated, guys. It's true. It's true. Oh, and Hubie declared a grudge on me. Demented Ketchup's got his grudge in as well. Anybody else? Come on. Bring it. I've got another attack chariot. I don't mind.
I have never used the grudge system, and I'm not going to start.
Yeah. I don't hold grudges. Just deep disposals.
Well, it seems to have worked because, like, one of my guys has just been slaughtered. And Laurentinus is around on foot, though. And we have Ankegs in the arena. So look
Come on,
out.
Lucretia. The final fight.
No, it's Ankegs, not Lucretia jumping into the arena. I'm sorry to say. I can hear the chimes. Soon we'll see the little sand clouds running along the floor. There we go, popping up out the ground. Come on, Laurentinus. It's not enough to win. I want to dominate. I appear to be dead, so I spoke too soon.
Competitive, man.
So who we got left? Samuha and lots of Fuchs, one of which is an invisible servant. We also have a lone Ankeg left, which has just gone down.
Don't forget the bot.
There is a bot, isn't there? Corobillo is in the arena again. Corobillo has won previously 6 times. Maxima only managing 4 wins. Simuha, like, you've got this gladiator.
Go Maxima! Go Maxima!
I'm just curious, Simuha, like, this gladiator, Maxima, 163 fights, 4 wins and only 69 KOs. Before you fielded her, you used to dominate PrizeFighter. Why have you stuck with Maxima?
The real question is, why do you keep nerfing me every time I start winning?
That's not true. I
Have you ever nerfed the game at all?
Yes, if a particular charity... Sorry, charity...
It's all coming out now.
Come on. I remember a time when Max Morale used to get me winning all the time, and then I got nerfed twice on Max Morale.
No, right. The morale was only nerfed once, but I had to do it. I had to change it. But that was for different reasons. That was because the fights were taking absolutely ages with just completely random gladiators getting back up, and there was no continuity to it at all. It kind of didn't make any sense, so I had to change how it worked. But the only time I've ever really nerfed things is when they become too dominant. Like, everyone's doing that thing. So the Roman Tower Shield, for example, I had to nerf because everyone was using Roman Tower Shield. There was no, like, there's 40 odd shields in the game or whatever it is, probably a lot more actually. And every shield was a Roman Tower Shield, so I just had to, you know, get rid of that. So that's the only time I ever really did nerf. It's just when something was so dominant, everyone would do it, which wasn't often. So that is it, guys. Let's take a little rundown then. So, yes, I did win tonight's league. I also won the ladder, tying for points on Heebie-Jeebie, though. So, yeah, that's, like, separated really only by the fact I was around longer and got more wins. So I'll call that, for all intents and purposes, a tie. And slightly ahead of Champ Hunter in all-time rankings. That's no surprise, though. I was always going to win all-time because I'm here every week. However, all-time top gladiator, that goes to Demented Keshup with Lucretia. 59 wins, one of them possibly as an arena champion. I'm not sure. To check. So Lucretia.
I think the 59 wins were before the thing, but she was definitely in the low 500s in kills. So she's racked up some kills since.
Yeah, because she was a fair way behind
Considering how late I was to this game, I have a gladiator in the top 50. Hell, the top 40. That says something.
Yeah, very well
That's
done
not bad.
indeed. So my top gladiator was Fabricius, long-time arena champion, but finally displaced by the might of Lucretia, coming in second. Amma for Heebie-Jeebie, third all-time gladiator, tying on wins with Fabricius. No one could rival Fabricius's kill count, even with an extra 120 bouts to your name, Lucretia. Hind did, but mind you, in fairness, she did most of those fights sat on a bum because I made an error when I set the data up for her. But Hind in fourth for Chav Hunter being his top gladiator. I remember the days of Hind versus Pomponia right at the start of PrizeFighter. Those heady days indeed. Hind being the ultimate winner there with 42 kills. Then we go down to Simuha's best gladiator, Gala, in 11th in the all-time standings, 29 wins. G-Fresh's best in 13th, Titus, 27th on wins. Lord Morbius' best, Browcast, in 17th with 26 wins. Sevasuit's best, 18th wins, Domitia, 26th place, 18th overall. Then we go down, we got Fuchs best, 37th, Faustina with 20 wins. Yeah, you could have, you're in right at the front of that gaggle, could have maybe got into the rendering with a bit more time on that. 123 fights gone, so still plenty of that career left. Gratiana, the best of the bots, Gratiana the assassin, coming in 38th with 19 kills. Then we've got Egyptian Throw managed to get 39th. Time Warrior got 43rd. It's new here. Aramir of Arthur Day managed 66th. Tabletop Militia 82nd.
Steve's name was Purple.
Did we do? Yeah, we done Tabletop Militia. Marty Fly Martin made 97th. There we go. That's everyone who made the top 100 gladiators. That is it for PrizeFighter, guys. It's done in weekly stream format. So it's time to look forward to the next thing.
It's over. It's done.
It's been a lot of fun.
It has. It has. I'm sad that I didn't get to come to every one of them, but I think it's been an amazing thing you've been doing every week, Becky.
Yeah, it's been great. Thank you, Becky.
Yeah,
Love you,
nice one.
Becky.
I wouldn't go that far.
Any idea when we can sign up for your Cyberpunk game?
Absolutely. This is like, well, I've just loaded it now, as you can see, hopefully on your screens now. Obviously, this is in the earliest part of development. Sorry, when I initially placed the cars on the map, I put them in a random spot. I haven't yet started them on the road, but they do sort themselves out. So this game is at the start of its development cycle. It's going to be my next title. It will hopefully have an official RPG license as well. So more details on that to come soon. If you want to follow development on this game, join the Discord. That's the best place for it. So, keep an eye on the Discord. I do post regular development updates there. And on the rare occasion somebody else posts something, I usually always respond. It's looking pretty cool, I think, I hope.
Yeah.
It is a web game. You might notice here, lots more variety since you last saw it in the Pedestrians. Although saying that, a lot of these are from last week.
I was gonna say I haven't seen it in a couple of weeks. I've seen the posts that you've been doing on Facebook, but I haven't seen it running in a couple of weeks. It's It's looking immense.
Yeah, it's moved on a long way since you would have last seen it running. So the
Yeah.
traffic lights will work, pedestrians cross the road. I mean, at the moment, I'm just building the city. Somebody did comment that they didn't like the car model today, but I don't know. I don't hate it. I haven't finished doing the materials on the car. I'm hoping it'll look a bit better by the time I finish it. It won't be the only car though. There will be lots of them in the final thing. It's just the first model I've got in is all. But yeah, it's beginning to feel like a living city. I've still got a lot more neon to put into this environment. Definitely,
Yes.
it needs to be absolutely saturated with neon. So that's a work in progress. Because it's just a lot of work drawing all this stuff, and I might have to redraw it all if I get this license. So I've stopped making neons for the moment and working on other things. Because if I get this license, which as I say, talks to me going really well. I actually do have a tentative agreement, but I complicated it. Because I'm an idiot.
How did you manage that without going into details in case you're not allowed to?
I don't want to go too much into details just yet on that, but basically, it's a process you go through and negotiating details. But
Yeah.
and it's just a question of they're keen, I'm keen, and hopefully we'll be able to work it out. But it has.
Well, I think that's the most important thing. That's the most important thing straight away. The fact that all parties are keen. It's just
I'm hoping it is.
I think it.
Time. Like I'm hoping to be able to announce it soon.
Yeah, I think it would have been if they weren't as keen. I think you would have had an uphill struggle with it. But the fact that they're interested as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they certainly know how passionate you are about the RPG. So that's got to be in your favor as well.
Sure. Yeah. It's not the first time I've sort of just spoken to them generally. I have played with the person in question who created the RPG as well. I've actually played it with them. So it's it wasn't a relationship from ground zero as it were, but certainly it's the first time we've sort of considered doing something on this level. Because I did broach or I pondered the notion of actually writing a book for this RPG at one point, but instead I thought I'd do a computer game because that's me. But yeah, this is City Unfolding. I've been working a lot on the traffic. Two big things in the last week is traffic, the junctions. Oh my god, there is so much. It's often said in computer games, doors are horrible because they cause so many problems with like path finding, with visibility, line of sight, and all these so many different issues. Junctions are like a four-way door. They're just a nightmare. And my first attempt at writing it, I had to just throw it out and start again. And so, yeah, it's been for a lot, because it's not just getting it working, it's just making it all efficient to run hundreds of cars at once. Much like the pedestrians, though, it's quick enough that if I go somewhere else in the city, like, I just go right off the map, right? So it's despawned all the cars. If I go back, give it a moment to respawn, should see 3 gold cars somewhere around here when it spawns back in. There you go. Well, there's a 4th one now. So it does remember them all. Pedestrians are the same. If you got who have we got that is maybe. I'll tell you what. Let's go somewhere where there's less people. Right. Here's a person. Right. A woman with a rainbow top. Okay, all the way over here, miles away. So she definitely despawned. Let's try and find where she was. Where was it? Oh god, I don't know. It's a bad example, isn't it? I don't know where it was. That's not her. It's working the wrong way. Where was it? I think it was over here somewhere. No, there's too many people there. That's a really bad test. I would just forget where it was in the city. Alright, we're by this car, Rad. Dude there, blue shirt. All the way over here. Definitely despawned. All the way back. Where's that car rad? Find it. That's gonna be, there's the car rad. Dude in a blue shirt. Let's give you a chance to pop back in. There he is. He's just about to cross the road. Boom, still there. Right, so it remembers. Because I really hate that about computer games where, like, you turn around, like Cyberpunk, you can literally just change your facing and then turn back and it's forgotten everyone. It's so annoying. I hate it. It's so immersion breaking. But because they're persistent, I can give them I can give them personal details and it'll be relevant. I can build that into things and stuff. So it should be cool. I haven't started the gameplay yet. The other big thing this week has been render optimization. So if you saw this last week, this particular view was about 8 frames a second. I was doing this before I started streaming. I ran it for a little while. It hit just around 40 on this particular view, in the centre of the city. With all the streaming stuff set up, it didn't quite hit that at the minute. And I did add a few more cars, in fairness, after it hit 40. I added a couple more car colours, so there's still more work to do on that. But the frame rate will come back. Anywhere else in the city, that's the busiest part. Anywhere else in the city, it's usually around 60 once it settles down. With my streaming set up here, I'm getting 45, 40, 48. We're going to hit 50, 49, 48, 47. No, we're not. But yeah, anyway. Because my hope is that I'll actually be able to increase the draw distance, at least for the big objects, and that'll be cool. So yeah, that's the Cyberpunk game. It's a work in progress. Hopefully it'll have an official RPG license I'll be announcing soon. That's that. We're all done.
With the organizing and prep
Vicky.
work for Con Plus coming up in November, do you anticipate this game being playable by the end of the year?
I haven't really thought about when I'm going to finish this game because I haven't entirely envisaged it in my head. And part of the problem with that is I've got two completely different divergent game ideas because I started off doing one thing, evolved it into another, and then maybe got this license, which is heading me off in a different direction. So, until I know even what the game is, it's hard to know exactly how much I'll be building. But if I get the RPG license, obviously I want to make it, the biggest, bestest thing I can, and that might actually be good night, heebie-jeebie. That might actually, take a little longer to develop if I do that. So I'm certainly putting in a lot more effort in terms of, the render pipeline and stuff up front to make it as good as I can and add as many features as I can right from the get-go. And hopefully it'll be an awesome, great game and you'll all enjoy it. Follow the development on Discord when it gets its first playable prototypes and stuff. If you want to actually sort of explore the city for yourself, that will all be done on the Discord when it happens. So stay in touch with that, and you'll get to see all the pretty screenshots as well as I add more stuff, which is cool, right?
Are we allowed to guess on the Discord what the franchise is?
You can certainly have that discussion. I don't, because some people will know. In this chat, I'd rather not say it because then that will be absolutely as much as me announcing it ahead of actually signing an agreement, which I can't do yet. And it isn't guaranteed. Don't forget, it's talks were positive. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But by all means, you guys can discuss it on the Discord. I won't be able to chip in. That's one conversation thread I won't be able to chip in yet. But yeah, but please do, have banter some ideas about. Or I mean, what I can say is it's not one of the ones that has a current game, so it's not Shadowrun and it's not Cyberpunk. Open to doing those licenses too. My prices begin at 2 million. No takers, damn. All right.
Okay, so it doesn't currently have a game out about it.
It does not
I'm
currently
sort of
have...
narrowing down the different cyberpunk genre.
Yeah.
And everything.
Okay.
Okay.
INC
Okay.
International.
And with that, I am going to end this stream. Thank you very much for watching. As ever, be safe, be kind, and I won't see you next week.
Take
See you,
care,
chat.
everybody.
No.